Okay, hello and welcome to a brand new video where we are going to be playing through 100 days in the latest update of Crazycraft Updated, which honestly is a pretty cool mod pack, and there's a lot that it does have to offer, so we're honestly just gonna get right into it. We found an apple cow, which is nice. You'll love to see it. Am actually going to kind of just, I'm sorry about this, but, I'm gonna need your food. So, I'm sorry. Oops. Oh, well, at least we have some food now. We can always use the leather as well, but the green bean seeds, great, thank you, I appreciate the green beans, it's so good. Anyway, there's a ton of stuff that we actually need to do to get started, and so the first thing that I think we should do, we already have ourselves some stone, so we might as well get ourselves a stone pickaxe, but then if we go into the quests, there are the challenge quests, there's also goal quests. There's Chaos Awakens, which is, of course, a big old mod from the original Crazycraft, which has all the dimensions, all the crazy armor, all of the ants and everything. And then there's another mod called Leviathan, which has a couple other interesting little gimmicky things that are honestly quite cool. But that's actually what we want to get into. Which, first off, we need to get ourselves some wooden pieces, which are seemingly just logs. So, we're going to make ourselves a beautiful stone axe, and we're just gonna go about doing a little bit of deforestation, because perfect, a good healthy amount of tree carnage, but we're gonna remove even more of these trees because I find it funny, and we're just gonna see how much of this forest I'm gonna just absolutely annihilate real quick. Hey, well, now we've got a good, healthy amount of wood. We took out a little bit of a forest, not anything too crazy, just a little bit of casual deforestation. And now we are going to make ourselves some wooden pieces. I think we can also make ourselves a crafting table on a stick, which is perfect. And now what we're going to do is assemble our very first pickaxe, which is the treasure pickaxe, which has a chance to get a 1% common treasure, which of course we get a random reward for that, which is cool, but we're going to save that for day 100 with all of our challenges. At least it went away. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mine up all this coal. I am vein mining the coal. Ores actually have a much higher chance of giving you the specific items that you want with this specific pickaxe. So what we need is just a bunch of the runic stone, and that uses a blank scroll, which is tough paper, which is okay. Well, we can't do that quite yet, but is get a little bit more of this runic stone, because that'll actually boost our chances by 0.1%, which honestly, when it's 1%, 0.1%, that's already an additional 10% of bonuses, which is pretty darn big, to be honest. So, treasure mining talisman 2, we need 8 to make the 2, and the pickaxe we're gonna need, so probably pickaxe first. We can't really mine aluminum ore with it yet, so we're just gonna have to keep on mining some stone until we get enough runic stone. And we get ourselves some stone pieces, we make the pickaxe, then we go and we assemble ourselves treasure miner pickaxe 2, version number 2. Now we've got that, and now we just need to hopefully find more stuff. I think I'm gonna use another of the pickaxe ones to find some ores other than mining these ores. Okay, coal ore, that's not bad. We can maybe get some, ooh, we got a rusted iron already, and we have 3 runic stone, which is pretty cool. I do think though getting a backpack is probably a good idea. So what do I need for a handy dandy little backpack? We just need some more leather, some string, and a chest. So I think we should probably go back up to the surface and get some more golden apple cows or something. But instead, I'm just gonna do this because we're gonna find good things. Hooray! We found more coal, so now we can maybe get the upgrade stuff that we need. Okay, we can at least, doesn't have an insane amount of durability. So what I will do is we'll make another treasure mining pickaxe 1, and we'll use that for now, because we still need to actually get enough stuff to be able to make things work. But I forget what mod it's called. It's this one. It's Blue Skies. Blue Skies is the mod that I'm talking about, and that's exactly what I meant to say. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Anyway, we're gonna just try and hopefully evade all these zombie boys. They do seem to be quite aggressive, which is a little bit of a bummer, but thankfully they do seem a little stupid because they're just kind of following me in a train. Just like you would in COD Zombies, which is kind of perfect. So just keep on following me like dum-dums. This is perfect. This is fine. This is fine. You're just giving up your existences. You know, regenerating from actually just kind of underrated. I'm realizing how much I've missed it in the packs that I've been playing. You know what? We're gonna make sure that we grab the hay bales and such as well, because I do want some food. And I don't really need corrupt essence. That's a lot of words on that as well that I don't want to have to read. And do you have a bed, good sir? You better have a bed, because I'm yoinking it. Bed is occupied? Bro, my bed now. Boy, you've been yoinked. I just took his sleeping bag. Or took his bed, but you know what? I mean, it's not the end of the world. You'll be fine, right? You'll be fine. Now, all I need to do is, I guess, we need... This guy had a chest upstairs, right? Yoink. Thanks for the chest, broski. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Because I needed it. I really did. Anyway, let's get our backpack. Of course, in theory, we could make an iron backpack with this, and that's probably the best idea, but actually, you know what? That's exactly what we're gonna do. And now we wait for the last iron to smelt so that we may now assemble ourselves a beautiful handy-dandy iron backpack, which is we're just immediately gonna put onto our back so that now we can just store a bunch of this stuff that we don't need to worry about in our backpack. So now we don't need to worry about any of it. And I'm gonna take out the wheat because I do actually need the wheat because we're gonna need food soon. So I am gonna yoink you and actually utilize you. But now we've got that taken care of, what we're gonna do, or what I probably should do, is find a little bit of a village or something. But actually, you know what? First, we're gonna loot some graves because exactly. What I meant to say was there's a graveyard over here, which you guys would clearly have understood because I spoke perfect English. What we're gonna do, we're gonna remove the spawner. I know I could use spawners and whatever, but I am going to actually yoink the complete, like, full anvils as well. Because some of these are damaged. Actually, most of them are damaged, at least slightly. At least that one was full, so we're just going to completely take that. We're going to break into all of the graves before we start looting them. Just out of respect. We don't want to... Ooh, we got a rune of the sun, which actually the runes are quite rare, so we're going to make sure that we yoink all of them that we can. We got... when killing them, if the sun hits you, take damage over time. Overall, pretty darn cool. I am going to use those pants though, because free pants, nice. We also got stuff to return to our spawn point. Oh my gosh, I'm just Sonic. Okay. Well, we've become Sonic. I also seem to have acquired just another backpack from a dude's deceased body, but I guess what we'll do is we'll save this for the specific items from the Leviathan mod that we're gonna be working with, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff that we gotta do. I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try and see if there's any... Okay, this is actually really... Is there anything over here that's actually worth looting? It looks like there is something over there. It looks like an ent, which ents are dudes that will attack us, but ultimately, we could probably cheese one. Honestly, we're gonna go over and try and cheese an ent. I know it's probably a bad idea, but I think it's funny for the video, so we're just gonna do it. You know, it'll be fine. It'll be all good. No, nothing bad could ever possibly happen, because that's not us. We're just too good for it. Also, what the heck is this? Is this like a little... Is this an underground... Is this a dungeon? Or is this supposed to be like a village? I'll take the boots, though. Leather boot. Is there infinite leather boots on that? Or just one set of leather boots? Honestly, I'll take a set of leather boots if you're offering it for free. What's over here? A loom. There's that stuff. It does look like... Oh, it's just genuinely a village. Okay, cool. What we're gonna do then is we're gonna take you away. We're gonna yoink a villager. So now we've got a free villager. Now I am gonna have to, you know, remove these cows because they looked at me while I stole a villager. I took a dude, and you know what? That's just like they just had to go. It does look like we can maybe find some other stuff in here. Looks like there's a cave-in. Doesn't look like there's anything back there, so I'm just gonna ignore it. Is there anything over here? Ferris road. We're not prepared for that, But what I also think is that whatever's over here, I don't necessarily know if we're prepared for whatever's down here. Okay, let me out. There we go. Oh, this is just where the dudes were at before, and then they got kicked out of the bottom place because I'm so happy we found ourselves some cheese. If y'all didn't know, cheese is delicious, and if you have lactose intolerance, I'm sorry, because that sucks, because cheese is delicious. If I break you? Nope, it just breaks. Okay, you know what, that's fine. I guess we'll take this opportunity to just continue our mining expedition, because why the heck not? Apparently, mining stuff isn't giving me the proper resources, which is a little interesting, but it should be fine, right? Not a big deal. I just might need some more of the, where did I put them? The wooden pieces. I mean, we still have some. What I do think we need to be making sure that we're doing down here is mining ourselves the ores that are the correct ores. It does not seem to have worked. Actually, skeleton, you're gonna be my test subject. Also, we got a skeleton chest plate, which is a chance for strength when killing entities, which seems a little bit better than mana boost, and it gives better protection, so I'm going to use that. And it also looks like they are no longer aggroing on me, which is Eternal Stella that lets us make things unbreakable. What does it cost? I need 4x petrified and a stellarite piece, which are, you know, not super rare, so we can maybe find some, but that's to make something unbreakable, which would be great. Instead, can I just try and find some more coal? Looks like there's some coal here, so we'll just see if we can get anything great from you before our pickaxe breaks, which is apparently just gonna happen like any minute now. Yeah, 6 durability, great. At least we have a fair decent amount of runic stone, but I didn't get a lot of rusted iron, which is maybe there's something in here that we can use to help. Okay, well, at least we can try and mine just a little bit more coal. We did get another rusted iron, which is nice, but I do think we're gonna have to turn this pickaxe into a new pickaxe. So what of course we have to do is make ourselves 4 more of the stone pieces, and then of course combine them up into a treasure pickaxe too, just like so. And then we store these guys properly. We might need to go get more wood eventually, but I think for now, we should be able to kind of cheese the system just by mining. Although, for us to get the next tier of pickaxe, we need quite a bit of iron of mining talisman, which apparently I'm yawning. But this is going to be a little bit of a thing, so maybe it is worth trying to find the Eternal Stella stuff, which apparently it looks like we've got at least one of the pieces right here. Hey, at least we found another X-Petrified orb, which means we're 2 out of 4, and it looks like that's actually our 3rd out of 4, which is pretty darn good. I don't want it to fall into the lava though, so let's... And then 4 out of 4. So now all we need is the Eternal Stella. I don't know how rare or common an Eternal Stella is, but let's just hope and pray that they're relatively common. I don't remember how rare they are. I know they do appear every once in a while, but I don't know how rare. So it may still be worth running around trying to find one while I continue to mine coal. Okay, well, apparently we do not have the level in order to mine diamond, which is a little bit of a pain, but I do have a ton of the runic stone that we need, as well as a ton of the rusted iron. Don't have a ton of iron ingots though, which is what we need. So what I do think I'm gonna do real quick is just mine up a bit of iron. I do think there's some iron every which way. Of course, we're not getting an insane amount, but I mean, 10 is already enough. So let's just do that real quick to get the stuff that we need. I need more than that though, so I gotta find more iron. But we at least found some diamonds, which is pretty cool. I'm actually blind. There's like iron right here, so I didn't need to go that far, and of course it's just 1, which means that we've got to come up here, and then there's more iron, which I apparently missed, and I still am looking for that Stella Arcanum, which would be fantabulous. The stuff that we got, it's not too bad. It's not bad whatsoever. I'm not unhappy in the slightest. 13 of the 16 that we need. I believe we need 16, right? Because I need 4, and then we go 4U, and then we go, well, yeah, I think that's how it works, right? So we just take you, we take you, and then we go and we make ourselves the stone pieces, and then those become the iron pieces, and then that becomes the part of the pickaxe, and now we've got ourselves a cool little pickaxe, pickaxey doo-doo. doodly-doo, and now all I gotta do is probably should make a helmet, but I'm not gonna do that. And I think this one probably can mine diamonds, if I would hazard to guess. Thank God. And of course it's fake diamonds, so that was all a waste. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go, actually, we're just gonna sneak past most of this stuff, and we're just gonna see, actually, that's an amethyst geode over there, so we're gonna, moderately ignore that. Of course, we gotta make sure that we, properly investigate everything that we can. I need 8 rusted iron, so we gotta get the coal, possible, of course. Because you gotta make sure that's a Stellar Arcanum, which means we can make something indestructible, but it's level obsidian, so I probably should just waypoint it for now. Well, instead of waypointing it and just having a big thing on my map, I decided to warp it, so I did /set warp to set a warp over here. So now if we need to come back, we can do that. This also spawn an apothic boss dude, which what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna completely ignore him, and then we're gonna do kind of a goofy little thing where, so typically they wouldn't let you do this, but this guy's a little stupid. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start hitting him, and he's gonna kill us, because of course. And now hopefully what we can do is eat some food and just not get hit, because that was a very big mistake. But we'll be perfectly fine. It's not a big deal. It's all good. We're fine. 35 health, 29 health, 24 health, 20 health, 14 health, 10, 4. And we got him. And now we should drop something cool. The Benthery's Nimble Defender of Latent Magic with Bulwark of Phalanx 6. And then Soulbound Magnet Mana Regen Mending Magic, whatever the heck that means. Cool pants. We got a cool shield. I will take it. 110%. Now, he wasn't so strong. No, he wasn't. He actually, well, we kind of did cheese him, but there's a retardus down here. Yeah, it's just what we're gonna do. There's more coal over here, so we can actually hopefully get the stuff we needed, and we did get the stuff we needed, because that's actually exactly what I was looking for. I need more rusted iron. I thought I got enough from that. I guess I need one more rusted iron, which maybe we'll get from you. Okay, what about over here? Come on, give me something. Well, this guy's just following me, so we're just gonna put it back in there, and we're gonna hope that this works. Okay, we got 8, which is perfect, because it's exactly how many we needed. And now what we can do is we can make the treasure mining talisman 3. What we can also do is work on getting rusted iron boots, which are really good, apparently. And also, there's a couple other things we can do, such as the treasure miner chest plate, which is also quite good. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get all this stuff out. We're gonna make the treasure miner chest plate because it's pretty darn good. Gonna unequip the skeleton chest plate. I know the skeleton chest plate's kind of goated, but we want maximum orification because we're ore farming. We're not aura farming. We're ore farming. I'm farming the ores under the ground. Is this diamonds? Nope, it's of course the wrong thing. Anyway, we get anything cool from you? Nope, just redstone, that's fine, not a problem. I'm not actually very happy about that, but we'll move on. I just need more coal ore, because apparently coal ore is the only ore that's worth mining. Now we found some more coal ore, and it seems as though we got ourselves a rusted iron ingot, which is perfect. It seems we also found our way towards a little bit of skullduggery, maybe. We'll have to check it out to properly see what we've stumbled upon. But first, I should probably make sure that I get the coal ore that's down here that I would have missed. And there seems to be quite a bit of it, actually, which I'm very glad that I decided to check down here. And it looks like there's actually a part of the structure that goes down here anyway. And another Stellar Arcanum. So what we're going to do is set another warp. And now we're going to check this out. It looks like it's a roguelike dungeon. Okay, well, I'm a skeleton right now. So, we're just gonna do a little bit of a funny, because these guys are a little bit stupid. They just let it happen. They're just letting it happen. Right beneath their eyes. Like, y'all legitimately just don't see this apparently, huh? That's crazy. Y'all actually blind. Anyway, we're just gonna do it again. I'm gonna take some more phantom membranes. I'll take a diamond shovel, I guess. Luma I don't really need. Nectar I don't really need. Those mobs aren't gonna aggro on me, I don't think, because we're invisible. We're not invisible, we just don't look like the right thing to... Anyway, there's no required slot. You can unlock it with... Okay. So we need a belt for this to actually unlock the slot that we need in order to use it. So we're gonna ignore that. I do have a helmet now, but we're probably going to replace that with other stuff for the time being, purely from the principles of we're maximizing our minery, and I'm not that kind of Minecraft YouTuber, okay? I'm happily taken, thank you very much. I'm not into miners. I know I play Minecraft. That's not the kind of Minecraft YouTuber I am, okay? Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna craft up all our coal, because of course we are. There we go. And now we've got a bunch of coal, which is perfect because that's gonna fill up that a little bit better. Now we can eat our bread, and then what we'll do is just, I guess, run around and find more coal, because it seems like that's the only real way to gain progress, at least right now, so that we can get some stupidly overpowered gear early on, which is exactly what I'm interested in doing, because that's kind of my whole shtick for me. I'm YouTube guy, find funny thing to cheese. Yeah, back to cave, need, and now we just continue to mine coal until we get as many things as we need, which I don't actually know exactly how many we need, but because we have the perfect proper amount of rusted iron in order to make the rusted iron boots, which now are going to replace our leather boots, and these guys are actually going to be not worth even keeping in our inventory, but I can't really throw them out yet, so we're going to just save them, along with the rest of the gear that I'm not really going to use. I'm just gonna throw out eventually, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. We're just gonna keep on finding ourselves some coal ore. We go for it, we mine it, we get all the coal, and we're trying to get treasure pickaxe. We need all of the ancient gold, and then we also need the what is it? We already have those two. We already have that. Oh, the ancient gold helmet's pretty good too. But the treasure mining pickaxe tier 4 is definitely the way to go. So we need 2 more ancient gold. But then the treasure miner leggings are pretty darn good. We got to get those too, which we'll probably get soon. I just need 1 more chunk, which is the redstone chunk, and I need 3 more gold, which we can hopefully get soon. I don't actually know. Oh, there's more coal up here, which we almost missed. That's why you always gotta check. We got the lucky coin trinket. What's a trinket key? And what we're gonna do, we're gonna unlock a couple more trinket slots. Apparently, these are just, it just gives you buffs. And you can get them randomly while mining or while doing other things like trading and other stuff, which is pretty darn cool. Especially giving us luck 2 is pretty nice. Although, I mean, it's not the best, because we could potentially get some pretty nuts stuff. Just because, I mean, we're kind of dope with it. So, what I am thinking we're going to do, that's actually big, because that is going to put us to the right amount of ancient gold. And then we can also take you, and I need you. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make those pants and the helmet. So now we actually have a full set base treasure looting gear, which is pretty darn cool. We can get rid of everything else, because this stuff's already, I mean, it's worse, but it's not, like, terrible. We'll keep those pants, though. Those pants are fairly decent. Let's make sure that we properly are taking care of everything. So, I almost just fell in lava. That would have been stupid. We have 3 gilded gear pieces. 4 to make the next tier of treasure pickaxe, which would be pretty darn cool. We're not prepared for that yet. You know, it would be cool if we could, but we just need, just mining coal ore. You know, that coal ore is the way to success in this mod pack. Honestly, like, it's just so stupid. I'm not hating it. We're just gonna keep on grinding until we get everything up to max for this mod, because that's how you really do the stupid, crazy Omega stuff at the very beginning. And so that's the plan, which is exactly what I'm doing. We also got our 4th gear piece, which is great. So what do I actually need for that upgrade? What we're gonna need is, oh, we need 8. Okay, so it's not 4. And then the treasure mining talisman, I need 8 ancient gold, which means I gotta do a bunch more mining, which means I should probably invest in the right kind of thing for that. Also, there's more coal ore. Before we go back up to the surface, I'm just gonna mine all the coal ore that I possibly can find down here. Wait a second, I just realized that while I was mining, I can actually mine the amethyst now, which amethyst is a really good item, especially later game, as well as for EMC and getting an insane amount of super late game stuff. This is like one of the best things we can do. So, this is exactly what we're gonna use to just mine up all the amethyst. We're just gonna get all the nice amethysts that we can right here. Because honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, amethyst is really good for like defense and stuff. It's not quite as good for offense as the bone stuff will be. Unless there have been some changes to the Leviathan mod, which there could have been. I could be a little mistaken, but I do recall the bone sword being like top tier because it does like 40 damage base, which is nuts. So we're just gonna have to go, just gotta keep on mining all this stuff in order to get all of our, actually I think we have enough now, which I do because I've been just grinding at mining this stuff, which is perfect. So now we can actually just directly upgrade this. Now we've got treasure pickaxe tier 5. Dope, that's insane. We're just gonna have to keep on upgrading everything else. What does that unlock for us in here? Guided gear blade, which is cool. The weird talisman, which adds alien drops to common treasure. But we need a lot of that stuff for it. And that unlocks the alienated talisman, which is cool. We need the next treasure pickaxe to actually go anywhere crazy. Wait, we can make the treasure ore talisman, and then the treasure ore talisman tier 2. And then there's the tier 3, the tier 4. Okay, we should probably do that. So we gotta grab all you guys. And then we go treasure ore talisman. And then treasure ore talisman tier 2. Because this adds 100% chance for treasure chance on ores. Which is nuts. But it's like so simple. Anyway, I should probably also just be eating all the random fruits and vegetables that I have in my backpack, just so I'm not wasting as much space as I am. But I'm kind of ignoring that because coal ore. I'm just so obsessed. I'm so obsessed with coal ore. We already found a crystalline shard, which is the next tier upgrade material. How much do I need of them? I need only 8 of them for the next upgrade. And we still only have 2 or 3 ancient gold, which I need 8 for the next treasure mining talisman. Which is a little bit crazy, but whatever, it's fine. Not a big deal. Just get all you guys. We'll just keep on going. You know, why not? Oh my gosh, it's diamonds. It's definitely not going to be termites. Oh, okay, well, it actually was diamonds. You know what? I'll take it. That's a mimic. It even tells me right. Did we get double mimics? That's nuts. Okay, that only does 6 damage. So we're gonna mine you first. We got some smelling salts, which I'm not gonna keep because smelling salts, honestly, it just gives you a quick buff and then it's really annoying. So we're gonna ignore that. And we're gonna actually take you out. Okay. This is, you know, this is probably not the greatest of ideas. Because mimics are actually quite scary, but thankfully, this guy's in water, and so instead we're just gonna get free stuff, which is flippers, at least at that one. Now this one is gonna be trapped because it's stupid, and it's decided to put itself underneath a fire, which is probably the worst place that it could be. And of course, from that, we're gonna get a golden hook. Because that does a thing. What does it do? Increases experience drop by creatures, especially those you've not recently killed. So let's just get more XP, which is pretty cool. Whatever. It's fine. We're just gonna keep on keeping on with the same thing we've been doing. Just mining all the coal, getting all the loot. Hey, we finally got ourselves the 8 ancient gold that we need to finally upgrade our treasure mining talisman. So now we got at least a little bit better chances. And I guess we'll just keep on keeping on, because we still need more guided gear pieces, and we need more crystalline shards. So, let's call it up. Oh my gosh, my brain is kind of fried. But I did end up indestructibilizing my pickaxe, because it was just starting to break, because we've been mining for so long. We do end up with the treasure mining talisman 5 and the treasure pickaxe 6. Which is great. We also have the guided gear pieces, which we're of course going to turn into a guided gear block, because we need one of those in order to make the weird talisman, which is used to make the alienated talisman, and the alienated talisman 2, which we need for stuff as well. But what I am also do is we're going to take our expetrified orbs, and we're actually going to craft them into the eternal stellas themselves right now. Because I do, in fact, have a smithing table. And even though this guy has 4,000 durability. I don't want it to break. So we're going to plop that on there real quick, nice and easy. Of course, just not to risk it. And now all we got to do is just keep on keeping on, just keep on doing what we do. Mining all this stuff, getting all the cool stuff. We did get some new stuff, which means we will be able to actually make the new treasure miner helmet, which I need 2 of each of the chunks for, which is a little bit of a bummer that we didn't get exactly what we needed. But we got close, which means that I probably just need 1 more coal chunk, like you. And then now we probably have it. Nope, still no. I just need another diamond chunk, which maybe that piece of gear can get thrown out, which is fine. Not the end of the world, nothing too crazy. Back to the live-in chapter, back over to where we were at. We still need the next treasure mining talisman and the next treasure ore talisman, which we need more diamond stuff for, and we need more crystalline shards for, and everything else, which obviously, of course, but this is going to take a little bit, and that's exactly what we're going to do, because that's what I've been doing for the past, well, since I've been recording this. I've just been genuinely running around mining, and you know what? I'm having a good time if you guys are having a good time. So if you are enjoying, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, if you want to support me, the best way to do that is to become a YouTube member. If you're a YouTube member, you do get to see the videos as soon as I finish recording them and getting them uploaded, which usually is around 3 to 5 to a week before they actually go live for everyone. So if you want to see stuff ahead of time, kind of like a pre-release thing, then just become a YouTube member. And also, we do have a actual channel sponsor, which is incredibly nice, which is, in fact, our server hosting sponsor and provider of many things that helps me out tremendously, Berry Bite. So if you want to get yourself a server, nice, cost-effective, good service, overall, pretty decent people to work with, the best people that I've worked with about servers, at least they respond, so that's pretty big. And if you want to get a server for yourself, make sure to check out the links in the description, as well as the pinned comment for a discount, because we actually have a discount code, which is pretty darn cool. So thank you to them for giving the people that are in my community a discount to the product, which is already relatively cheap. So genuinely, it's so worth it that if you're not, honestly, if you're not using Berry Bite for your server hosting needs, what are you doing? Anyway, let's just get back to it. We just gotta do the things. So what else did I need to make? I need to make the weird talisman. That's what we gotta do. I forgot about that. We make the weird talisman. So now we've got that, and now we can get the alien drops, but it also adds the treasure chance stuff. So I don't remember what the alien drops are. I mean, I guess we'll find out in a second after I can find more coal ore that I can mine, which seems like there's a bunch over here. And we got an alienated material, which I think is what we need to make the alienated talisman, which is the next one. We need 8 of those, so hopefully we can get enough soon enough. Okay, we're at 2. Come on, give me more. Give me... okay, I'll take a bone fragment as well, because we need quite a few of those for the next tier of pickaxe, which would be pretty darn cool. But I would love to just breeze through this, although it's looking like it's gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna whatever. Okay, well that actually didn't take too long. We did end up getting the alienated material that we needed to make the alienated talisman. Next is the alienated talisman 2, which means we need even more alien stuff. But I'm not gonna worry about that, because right now what I'm gonna worry about is getting the next treasure mining talisman, which is 8 crystalline shards. And we also need the next ore talisman, which is from the next treasure pickaxe, which is 8 of the magmatic drops, which we are at 5 of right now. So we just gotta keep on keeping on until we get all the stuff that we need to upgrade, and then we'll upgrade again, and then we'll upgrade again. Now we just keep on mining away. Do we have enough stuff now? I don't know, but I keep mining anyway because we don't have quite enough of the magmatic drops just yet. Anyway, what's the next tier pickaxe anyway? This one we need the ancient bones, which is the ancient bone fragments, but we combine them and that turns into the ancient bones. And then we get the ancient bones and the bone fragments, and those bone fragments combined with the bones, and then the bones bonage. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Holy, this is a big mine shaft. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I don't quite know exactly what I'm gonna do with that, but I will yoink coin dragon. That looks cool. I'll take a vampiric glove because that adds vampirism to my stuff. Don't need an iron pickaxe. We already have a dope pickaxe. I have plenty of coal. Whatever. It's not a big deal. What I am gonna do though is yoink spatial seal. Remember the point? Okay, that's way too many words. I'm just gonna leave it. We got a magic mirror. Means I don't need recall potions anymore. What we're gonna do is cloth, another slime heart. I'll take another coin dragon. You know what? We'll get plenty of coin dragons. The dragons are cool. They're just coining it up. It's all good. They're just vibing. Don't really care about any of this other stuff. Is there anything over here though? Let's see. Nothing really. It's just flak jacket. Okay, well that's cool. Fireball. Nah, I'm good. I'll just ignore you. Do I need that? Probably not. It'll be fine. We don't need any of that. And now I just continue. Ow, I keep breaking my friggin' feet on the stupid pokey dokies, whatever the heck they're called. I forgore speak it. Crazy Craft's actually making me insane. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna try Insane Craft 2. This is just kind of like a warm-up, but it's getting them. We're 8 days in. Big explosion. I don't know what's going on. This is actually gonna make me insane. Is this another part of the mine shaft, or is this a new I don't even, whatever. Yep, let's just go up. We go up. And now this is new mine shaft. New mine shaft. We open chest, we get sleeping pills. Phantoms are scared of you. Permafrost in I can't speak whatever the heck language that's in, so we're just gonna ignore it. And we're gonna go, and we're gonna get you. We get you. And then what we're gonna do is we take you guys, and we chuck all you guys in there. And now we need more, we just keep on mining. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I forgot the words to the song, whatever it's called. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. I'm a jibba, jibba-da-way. Jibbity-hippa, jibbity-doo. Wubba-da-da-da-ba-da-hoo. Whoa, yippee. Ooh, I found another backpack. Well, that's cool. We can start putting. I'll put my clothes in there. We'll put the little dragon. Exactly. Yup. We just chuck. You get a mirror and then a shovel, and then that goes. Yup. Perfect. And then now we take and then go. Yep. Bread. Now all I gotta do is find the coal. We mine the coal. The coal is what we mine. We mine, we craft, the nether. We need to go to the nether. Okay, we got coal, but we got more coal. We just keep getting all the coal. We get all the coal. That's all that matters, is getting the coal. We got magmatic, we got alien stuff, whatever, is fine. Then we take that, and then we make it the next tier. And then we take our pickaxe, and our pickaxe goes up to the next tier. And now we need to find more of the wait, we have the thing. We take the smithing, and then we smith with this, and then we get the big, and then we get this. And then we find more coal. I don't even know what is going on. We got the Alienated Talisman 2, which is big loot. We got big stuff going on. We're getting more ancient bone fragments. We're halfway to the thing for the next pickaxe. we're working on the next talisman. Let's see, what other things can we do? We can make the crystalline axe. Cool, it does math. Can get the rusty sword, does damage. It just does math again. And then we need to get the next, we need bones, we need the ancient digger, take the digger talisman so we can get the bone sword, because the bone sword is big. We get the bone helmet, which adds big chances, and the bone leggings, which adds big chances, but we need bone dust blocks, which spreads onto bone blocks, and we break it to get ancient treasures. So we need ancient bone dust. To get the bone dust, we need to mine the coal, and we need to get the coal. We need more ancient bones. What do I need? Bone dust. We need ancient. We need the digger talisman. We need the digger. We gotta get the digger. We need ancient bone fragment. We just need bone. Coal. Mine coal. Keep mining for coal. We find coal. Good coal. Coal. Yes, coal. Coal. Oh my god, I found the stuff. We get the digger talisman. Now we get the digger talisman. Now I already have the treasure. We take the magmatic, and then we turn it into we get the next talisman. Treasure mining talisman. Get that, it's a big boy. It's gonna go crazy. We're just, yup, And now I just need to mine more. And then we get more of this. And then we get to take all the treasure. I need the bones. We get the good bone stuff. I found titanium, but I can't mine the titanium. Pickaxe not strong enough. So now we mine more coal, and we get big dings, and maybe we'll get the thing, because I just need I need the bone things. Exactly. I'm glad you understand. More coal ore. The bone things. Give me the bone things. We got the bone dust. So now we can start collecting bone dust, and we've got bones, and the bones are we combine the bones into bone blocks. Gold? I like gold. Gold is good. Nice gold. Now we take the bone and the bones. Bone blocks. We go bone block, and then we go ancient bone, and then ancient bone, and the ancient bone is gonna collect on the bone until it's all ancient bone, and then we're gonna mine it, and we're gonna get big bone. Okay, well, apparently I left this going for a bit too long, but it's now day 26. We're already a quarter of the way done, and now we need to acquire ourselves some ancient bone dust, which I think if we go over to the quests, is there a better way to harvest it? Or is it just ancient bone dust block? It doesn't give an explanation. Obtained from mining it. I guess it's just gonna take a while, so we'll just mine, and then I guess we'll craft. Okay, so well, I guess I just mined one of them instead of mining all of them, but will a shovel, can I mine? It says mine it with a shovel. Will that actually get me what I want? Let's find out. I guess we'll make an amethyst shovel, because it's gonna be probably the best shovel we can make right now. Oh, okay, it just drops the things that we want. And apparently that bone block did not actually bind properly, but that's fine. That's not a problem. We got that. I'll just leave that bone block there, because who really cares? And we'll shove this pickaxe, or the shovel, into that. For the leggings, we need the tough ancient bones. We need 2 of the sharp ancient bones, so actually I'm gonna need more. And then we need other ancient bones, and thankfully, actually, we get more ancient bone dust, which we can combine and make more of the ancient bone dust blocks, which we can then mine, and then we can get more of the things. So I should probably just Put those guys there, and now hopefully we can wait until this one converts this bone block, and maybe I go out and get more bone blocks while it's working, but let's do it. Let's just wait. Okay, well, we got that taken care of, so now we should be able to get all these guys. We got a second sharp ancient bone, which is perfect. And now it looks like all we need is the bone fragments to do anything else crazy. But what we can do, at least right now, is we can make the helmet and the leggings, and then the rest of the tough ancient bones can go in there, and now we don't really need to worry about any of those guys. Now all we gotta do is just keep on grinding away for more of the ancient bone fragments. I might be going a little bit crazy. You know, we're gonna make it through this. We got this. All I gotta do is just we plop on the good armor, and then we go underground. We do the crazy things. We have the fun times. We got this. Okay, well, now we've got the ancient bone fragments that we need, so we're gonna combine a couple of them up into an ancient bone and make ourselves a 39 damage dealing sword. Pretty OP, but you know, for right now, it's all good. Now all we gotta do is craft that guy up into the ancient bones, and we just gotta keep saving them up for the next treasure mining talisman. And we gotta get a bunch of meteorites for the next one, which is 6 times 4. So we need 24, 28 total meteorites. What are we at right now? 5 meteorites? Okay. How many of the moonstones do we need, though? 8 times? So we need a total of 36 moonstones, which is going to be a little bit harder. But overall, we should be able to do that. We should be good with that. And honestly, I guess I just got to keep on going. I'm kind of going a little bit insane, but it's all good. It's not an issue at all. We're just going to keep on mining away. That's all we got to do is just keep on mining. Yep. Oh my gosh, we finally got all the moonstones we needed, I think. Is that all we need for the pickaxe? Okay, we've got the pickaxe. Do I have enough meteorites for the meteorite mining talisman? The answer is no, but we do have the maxed out pickaxe, which is pretty darn dope. So of course we're going to Eternal Stella it. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to mine more because we need lots of things. And the main things that we need are actually it's mostly meteorites. It's actually like all meteorites, to be honest with you. And well, I guess it's meteorite time. Also, let's make sure that we get that guy Indestructible as well, just so that we have a good Indestructible sword and Indestructible pickaxe, so we don't have to worry about any of that. But now it is time to mine, because we're gonna need a lot of meteorite. Okay, well, after mining for a little bit of a long time, and now we have the stuff that we need. I think we have enough. I probably definitely have enough. So we're gonna get the meteoric torch, which will give us extra chances for ore stuff. And then we're also going to make ourselves the treasure mining talisman, which now we got. And then now we make the ultimate treasure mining talisman, which is goated. And now we need to make the boots, the meteoric boots, which we need meteorite blocks for. And then we need meteorite block for that. And then, wait, do I have enough meteorite? I'm gonna need more there's no way. There's no shot. There's no shot. Wait, do I not have oh, I have 32. Never mind, I'm blind. Okay, so we just we turn that into a chest plate, and then we turn that into whatever the heck that is. And now we can make the boots, and now we've got a full set of the best gear, which adds in total, I'm pretty sure it's 1,200% treasure chance for ores. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to attempt to accumulate a bit more netherite from just mining stone, and then we'll actually get started on the other things after I've already gone insane doing whatever the heck I've been doing for the last long time. It's been a couple hours, but let's just go. Let's just get what we can, get all of the beautiful handy dandy stuff, and of course then we will explore what there is above the surface, up at the surface rather, because there's a bunch of really cool stuff that we can do And there's a whole quest chapter that we got to go through for a specific mod that has a lot of stuff that's from the crazy craft. Yup, exactly. I'm glad you understand. Okay, well now we've got some actual stuff, so we might as well just raid this village nice and easy, nice and quick. Is there anything special in here? What's up, guard dude? I need like 1 or 2 more actual villagers in order to breed them, because I think we only have the one. I think is in one of my bags. This backpack, probably. Yeah, we've got 1 villager, so we need at least 1 more. Hello, Mr. Librarian. Is this your home? Oh, hello, farmer. Dude's got a Sims hat. Okay, cool. Where is the things that we can actually, I guess the lectern's probably in there that we can break. So we need to actually break it so that he's no longer a librarian. So that then we can yoink him as a default dude. Perfect. So now we've got another default villager, and now we will sleep in his bed. And now we're gonna go and see what kind of quests we can accomplish and find a place to actually call our home. Another thing I would like to do, though, and another thing that we probably should do, is getting a whole ton of what are they called? Getting a whole ton of stuff to be able to maximize our base stats, as well as getting a whole ton of stuff to be able to get a bunch of these trinkets, because trinkets are actually incredibly powerful. Like this one lets us step up 1 block, this one lets us just never have to deal with creepers, and that one gives us extra luck, which is pretty cool. But we want to keep on maximizing those things so that we can just go kind of insane with it. That's kind of our whole goal. Let's see what we can find. I would also love to find some like dungeons so that we can get even more loot, but it's not super important. Well, I decided to go the exact opposite direction because apparently there is a dungeon right over here, which this is just a casual roguelike dungeon, which is pretty cool. We also have infinite night vision from our from the torch thing that I was using previously, so that just lasts forever. I don't quite know what that structure is, but overall, we're just gonna run around in here. Ooh, we found a super magnet, which is pretty darn rare, but it doesn't look like there's much of anything else in here. That's probably gonna trigger an explosion. This one might trigger an explosion, but who really cares? And there's apparently another dungeon intersecting that dungeon. But this dungeon looks like it's the original place where we found the villagers originally, which is interesting. So I guess what we'll do is... Okay, hello, goodbye. And we got a bow of latent magic. Interesting. I'm trying to keep the like artifact stuff separated from the default stuff, because I did actually find a mythic tier item, which is pretty darn rare and hard to get. But our chest plate... Wait, why am I completely... That could have been bad. I guess since that's unbreakable, we'll plop that on. And what else do we have? We've got the strength one. Our one is a little bit worse, so we'll just use those guys. And I guess what I can do is, honestly, I should probably just make amethyst stuff other than using the unbreakable leggings. So let's just do that. Because amethyst is pretty... Wait, do we have... Everything is EMC, so we should have the Philosopher's Stone. How do I make that again? I need glowstone. Do I have glowstone? I don't think I do. I don't think I grabbed it when I saw it. But I guess that means that we can't make the other amethyst stuff. But we can at least make chest plate, helmet, and boots, which honestly, pretty darn good. Looking kind of fancy, if I do say so myself. And now we can kind of run around. Of course, creepers don't explode anymore, so we don't have to really worry about that. But coal does still drop the really cool stuff, and I will yoink it because it also gives good XP. And also, there's apparently this, which is interesting. I don't really know how to navigate this whole structure thing, but I mean, it's kind of cool. It is what it is. It's whatever. These cows have cool hats. What? That's the hat button. Let's see. Cancel. Okay, I don't want the hat tutorial. You know what? I think we'll go no hat for now. And we'll just keep on running around. I mean, there's like a library thing over here. What do you have? Collateral. I'll take an extra lectern because we can use that for the villagers eventually. But for now, at least, it's kind of useless. And I guess I gotta find my way back to the actual dungeon, which is right here, because I almost missed it. But we found it. So now, I guess I just gotta find the way down through whatever the heck this is, which, I mean, this is a little bit of a convoluted area. So, is there a way to get down without, is it just actually, like, being blocked by something? Is that the case? Because if so, this is going to be a really tough way, or tough one to actually find our way down. Because I think that that's where we would have gone down. Well, broke through the wall, and now we're here. Which I guess we might be able to find the way down over here. I don't fully know. It does look like everything is kind of being blocked. Okay, that's not the way down. Doesn't look like the way down's over here. So maybe it's over... Okay, there's a chest here. Maybe there's something good in there. Nope, of course not. And of course not in that one either. Well, after searching for a bit, I just decided to go up to the surface again because I felt it was kind of pointless doing whatever we were doing. And so now we are at a apothecary. And apparently there's dudes here that are kind of obnoxious. We're just going to take them out. Of course, no big deal, no big deal. They're not really a threat to us. Because we're just so good, you know. We're just sick with it. By the way, if you do want to play this mod pack for yourself, link is in the description. It's called Crazycraft Updated, and I hope you will also enjoy this, because it's quite fun. Okay, let's grab you. Glowstone. Trigger finger. And I don't really need books either. What I will do, though, looks like there's a bunch of create stuff in here that I don't really need, so I'm mostly going to ignore that, but what I will do is anything interesting that we can use, we're just going to take and we're just going to go up with. Just because I feel like it. Okay, well, it looks like there's literally not much in here, so it's a little bit of a bummer, but it's fine. Not a big deal. We did find 3 glowstone. So I need 1 more glowstone before we can do kind of what we want to do. Did I miss any chests or anything? Did I miss any glowstone in stuff? Because if I did miss glowstone, I want to make sure that I grab it, because we could use it. Cloud in a bottle, what do I use you for? Just other random stuff. Okay, whatever, we're just gonna leave and we're gonna try and explore other areas. Like, what the heck is even this? Okay, it looks like it's just a stable for zombie horses. And then, wait, there's a downstairs area. Cool, there's a thing. Wool. Okay, cool. We got some beds. There's bunk beds. In the storage room, we got some diamond horse armor. We got some iron horse. We got some more leather. I'll take leather, honestly. Leather is no joke, because we can use it. But bottles of enchanting. Do I need bottles of enchanting for something? Oh my gosh, I do, for the experience stuff. So I should save those. Because getting a lot of bottles of enchanting is actually quite hard to do. And we want as much as possible. Excavating, we already have, you know, more excavation, so we don't need to worry about that. But I will just yoink the leather, and it looks like that's all that's down here. So let's just go back up. I almost missed that chest, but looks like it only has a little bit of meat in it. I'll take the potatoes and the bread, though, because free food is free food. And, oh, I almost missed this chest, too, which had 3 more leather, which is great. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I almost missed this. 1 whole iron. So worth it. Is there anything upstairs? 1 leather. You know what? I'll take it. It's whatever. Well, I guess this is a weird little dilapidated structure that I don't quite know the use of, but there's a rainbow ant nest, so we can, I guess what we'll do is we'll yoink it, and then we'll put it in there just so we have it, because we can use the different ant nests eventually. Experience battery. Leveling up gives you extra experience. Okay, I will put that in there just so that we get some extra XP, whatever. Of course, bottles of enchanting and everything. There is a way to get a little bit extra health, which I'll show you guys eventually, but for now, we're just gonna crystal heart, whatever. Tear of the Sea, we get extra swim speed, but overall it's not really worth it, so we're just gonna leave that in there. It's just a trinket, so we don't need to concern ourselves with it, really. Let's see what's out here. Pocket piston, blaze nucleus. The fire immunity is big, so we'll take that. We also have a free hand slot, I believe. No, I don't. Okay, well, that's fine. What I could do is we could put the trinket into, wait, do we have a trinket slot open? No. I mean, fire immunity is a little bit better than having a battery, so we'll just do that for now. There's a little bit extra XP is not worth potentially passing away. Gassed Eye. That one's pretty big. The regen stacking goes hard, because then we can get, like, regen 3 eventually. Sleeping pills or whatever, we're going to leave those alone. But what I will do is the Squire's Bag adds a couple extra slots, but it's not really worth it since we can't utilize it with other stuff, so I'm just going to leave it in there. And let's just go on down here and see if we can find any other structures that we can get free, amazing, insane loot from. Of course, we gotta make sure to take you guys out. And that's a frog. Hello, Mr. Frog. What kind of frog are you? A tree frog? He's so cute. Will you be my friend? I think I got a... Did I get a screenshot? No, I want a screenshot of you. Please, come back, come back. Come back, I need a screenshot of my frog, dude. Wait. Wait, which button is it? Okay, it's that one. Okay, we gotta... Stop running away. I need a frog screenshot. There we go. We got one. And now, I guess there's this dude over here, which we've already seen. But, hey, y'all really gotta chill. Y'all know this is not... It's not worth trying to fight me. Y'all should know this already. It's just not worth it, so leave me alone. Anyway, now what we'll do... Looks like there is a battle tower, and then there's also a graveyard. Yo, what's good, dude? A pine woods tree frog. Is there a way to capture mob cap? Staff of Ensnarement. We need gobber stuff for that, which I guess is gonna take a bit. Hopefully we can avoid accidentally slaying him for now, because I'd really rather just... I'm not gonna slash towards him, just because I don't want him to pass away. He's a cute little dude. He's just chilling. He's just trying to live his life. So we're just gonna let him go. Totem of Undying. We can actually put that in a charm slot, which I will do, because that'll just give us 1 extra life. And at some point we should probably stack them, but I think for now we're just not gonna do that because it's not really worth it. I'm gonna grab just a ton of the stuff in here, and I guess we'll just leave. Like, I mean, no real reason to stay. Let's go check out that battle tower. What the heck is even that? Is that a dragon, or what? What are you? Are you like a chill dragon, or are you like a dragon that's gonna try and hurt me? What are you? An alpine dragon from Worm Roost. Well, let's see what you drop. Hooked common meat. You know what? I don't really care. Hercules beetle? I don't know. Oh, wow. You're shaking a little bit. That's a little bit of an epilepsy warning. Sorry about that. I think we took it out, though. Yeah, we took out a Hercules. We got a big hammer. That's apparently a quest, so we should probably look at the Chaos Awakens quests, to be honest. Oh, that's one of the things for the Big Bertha. Okay, that's pretty sick. Let's look. Amethyst. We need a full set of amethyst stuff for a quest. We need to visit a bunch of different dimensions and stuff, but for now, I do think getting started with the Big Bertha stuff is probably a good idea. Triffid goo. The Naga from the Meowsies mobs thing. I guess that's another thing that we should probably just keep an eye out for. But other than that, I think we're just gonna have to run around. A gravel duck from the Duckery mod. Interesting. Anyway, let's just take you guys out. Anything cool over here? Probably not. Anything in there? Broken heart I'll take. I'll also take mana steel because we need that in the future for some stuff, but overall not super impactful. Of course, Big Bertha is going to get stored in there, and I'm getting shot by you. Okay, well, let's just take you guys out nice and quick, nice and easy. These guys just do not stand a chance. 12 mana steel, honestly, not bad. Sweeping edge, I'll take that. Potato recovery, I don't know. Is potato recovery worth it? Probably not. Whatever. We'll just take you guys out, and can I get some bottles of enchanting? Because I do need a lot of bottles of enchanting. I already have a magic mirror. Take you out. I'll take some phantom membrane and some other stuff. I'll take feathers because we need those for arrows, but honestly, it doesn't look like there's even a whole ton of good stuff in this structure. So I guess 3 gold blocks and that's about it. Okay, cool. I'll take the waystone, and what we'll do is we'll put the trophy in our chest or in our backpack. I don't want to really break my feet, so we'll just head down and we'll see what other structures we can raid before we find a spot that I want to build my base. Too fast. I can't get down quick enough. I'm too speedy. Wait. We got another skeleton chestplate. Honestly, that's cool. Whatever. Let's see what else we can find. Well, there's another dungeon close by. Maybe this one will actually let us, you know, go through the full thing. I don't know. But I think this is going to be the last structure before I actually go and try and explore for a base spot. Now, I do know that in the last time that I played this before the update, which honestly the update wasn't super big, I just felt like replaying it. I'm also doing an All the Mods 10 playthrough soon as well, so stay tuned for that. But what we're going to be doing, and what I need to be focusing on, is making sure that we take care of everything we possibly can. So, holy, this is really far down. Maybe this was just spawning way too high. And of course there's another dungeon that intersects with it, so it's going to be a little bit broken, but that's fine. Not a big deal, it's all good. People do seem to enjoy the, like, medium to longer videos as well, so that's mostly what I'm going to be making. I'll take a lucky rock, honestly. Pretty interesting, pretty decent. Whatever. We'll take it. It's a trinket. We'll just put it in there. And it doesn't really look like there's much this direction anyway, so let's see what's over here. Come on now, give me something good, please. Pretty please. Take you out. Of course, we'll take these guys out. Now, we could, in theory, literally just turn into a skeleton or a zombie and just run around and do pretty much nothing. Like, no mobs would aggro to us and everything, but I think that's a little boring, so I'm just gonna stay human for now. And we're just gonna keep on running around and see what we can find, because, I mean, I think that's how this should be played. Also, it looks like there's a chest over here. Come on. Uh-oh. Okay, it was just lagging a little bit. This mod pack does do that sometimes, so just be patient. It's a big mod pack that's not exactly optimized, so just be patient with it. It'll eventually fix itself, but might take a little bit. Anyway, what we're gonna do is just hopefully find some loot. Doesn't look like there's much over there anyway. Let's just go on back and we can go a different direction. Like over here, maybe. Maybe. Of course, maybe is the key word, because it does look like this is pretty broken too. But it's all good. Is there anything back there? Yo, dude, you don't want the smoke. Trust me. Trust me, skeleton. You do not want to be fighting with me right now. Neither do you, spider, but you're allowed to make bad decisions. It's whatever. This is real life. You're allowed to make stupid calls. Spore sack. Spraying venomous spores, poisoning all mobs. Honestly, I'm gonna leave that alone. We'll just go over here and let's see what else is over this way. Let's see. Honestly, I'll take some food. I'll take a rabbit hide again, because we do need those. Oh, the way down. Perfect. Okay. Well, what else is over here? Let's just yoink you. Nothing really. Now, I know I have been taking a lot of bones. That's because we do need them for some things, but overall, they're not super crazy good, so I'm mostly going to leave them from now on. Also, what does the ghost do? When you have invisibility, all entities and players cannot see you even when you have armor and held items. That's pretty cool, especially if we wanted to go invis, but... Wait, does it give me invis? No, it just makes it so when I have invis, they can't see me. Okay. Hey, you know what? That's fair. Because I know there is another trinket that gives invis. So, that's going to be cool. But, okay, is there anything else on this level that we want to really do? Probably not. Although I am just going to loot the chests, because sometimes we can find something good. I mean, sugarcane and bamboo, we need those eventually. Probably end up putting them in botany pots and such, but... For now, you know, it's okay. Let's just head down and see what the better loot down here is. Now, of course, you can see that it is lagging, and this is with, I believe, 12 or 8 gigabytes of RAM. So it's a little bit laggy no matter what kind of resources you're putting into it, which is a bummer, but you know, that's just how it goes with some mod packs. So, we're just gonna keep on running around. I don't really need coal, I've got plenty of coal, so... We'll just keep on keeping on. Also, I'm gonna separate the bottles of enchanting into here, because we do need them. And that is for infinite XP in the future. You guys will see what happens with that. Subtle foreshadowing, but... There's a bit of a way to get infinite XP, so, stay tuned. Of course, there's just more dudes over here. And we are completely frozen in place for a second. There we go. And blindfold. You're invisible. Mobs detect you from very close. Head or trinkets. Honestly, does it give me blindness? No. Okay, you know what? I'll take that, because that combos really well with the other stuff that I have. Don't really need Fire Aspect 1, Aqua Affinity, or Straddle Jump, so we'll just leave those in there. And is there anything over here that we can do? Sharp 2. Honestly, it's the best level of sharpness I've found so far, and I probably need carrots as well to plant them eventually, so we'll do that. Probably should make a new backpack, but I don't want to do that yet, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. It looks like there's one more direction down here, so... At least we know that the end has to be this direction, or the way down has to be this direction. I'm fine with the mobs detecting me from super close, because, I mean, that makes sense, right? Like, if you run into a mob while invisible, they're gonna know you're there. They're not, like... Well, okay, they are a little bit stupid, but they're not that stupid, you know? Okay, well, they are, but, like, you know what I mean. It makes sense, right? Whatever, I'm not gonna keep explaining myself. We got the attack helicopter helmet or head hat. That's what it's called. It's a hat. It's not a head. But you guys knew what I meant. I'm just speaking to speak. And now let's just head on down again because we can. And let's see what we'll find down here, because we haven't really found any good loot down here yet. I don't know. But cut to me finding good loot, I guess. Oh wow, with diamonds, such good loot. Apparently there's just like no good loot on this level. I mean, maybe there's good loot. There's a mausoleum over here. Sometimes there's good loot in the mausoleums, but maybe this is not that time, because I'm getting really unlucky. I don't know if I'm unlucky or if this is just really bad loot, but yeah, okay, whatever. Now, of course, we've got this dude with shielding while I'm just trying to raid a mausoleum. I'm in a catacombs. Excuse me, what? The chests just decided to not exist for a second? That was weird. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what's back here behind door number 3. Door number... Okay. This is really kind of freaking me out. Apparently the chests are saying they don't want to exist. Crops and plants grow around you. Honestly, fairly good trinket. That's okay loot. What's back here? Absolutely nothing. That's fantastic. Great to see. You love to see it. Still no extra bottles of enchanting. I'm gonna make another backpack to store other things. There we go. By the way, if you don't know where all my XP is going, I'm literally putting it into levels to activate and get more trinkets, because trinkets are kind of really, really good, and we're just going to be utilizing them for a little bit. And also, it looks like there's just no lower level, unless this is it. Apparently, we can just fall down into the lower level, and there's actual good loot down here. So, Rot 2, Growth 2... I think that increases growth speed of crops around us, so I'm going to yoink those. Of course, enchanted books and plant stuff is going into this chest, which is why I'm separating it. Just so we have a little bit extra space over here as well. Now, I should probably make one for ores and such, but I'm too lazy to do that right now, and so we're just going to do this. Don't really need a belt either. I will take extra stuff, but... not super necessary, whatever, it's fine. We just gotta find all the good loot, which apparently exists in some places. Runes! Runes are pretty darn rare, and that helmet already has protection 2 and indestructible, so I'll take that too. And we got withered ribs, which is crazy. We got more coal. Honestly, I'm taking the coal because free coal is pretty nice, but we're not going to go super crazy over it. I should probably... did I put the runes in this chest as well? I probably did. Yes, I did. Good. Because that's where it should be. Anyway, let's just keep on keeping on down here and see what other great loot we can find. Because honestly, holding... leech is big, because that lets us lifesteal. So I'm going to take that. And honestly, I'm just going to keep running around, like... no reason not to. Oh, we already found the way down, and there's even better loot down. So let's just make sure that we can, you know, get down nice and easy, and we'll loot the chests over here, and then we'll just head straight down because I don't really want to worry about anything else. Insight, that's extra XP, I believe, so I will take that too. And we did find some apples, which are plants, which is great. Because plants are kind of dope, and then Inferium is also part of plant stuff because it's for mystical agriculture, so that's why we're putting it in there. Let's see what's down in the nether level. Ideally, we can get enough wither skeletons down here, and I'm not going to break wither skeleton spawners, because we can farm them for wither skeleton skulls. Now, I would love to get some looting, but unfortunately looting is quite a rare enchantment, so maybe we will, maybe we won't. But I am going to break every other kind of spawner. Spider necklace allows us to climb walls and stuff. Probably need Wilden spikes and Wixie shards eventually, so we're going to yoink them too. We're not really using traveler's backpacks because traveler's backpacks are useless, so instead we'll just come over here. Grab you, grab you, grab you. I don't know if I need to grab, you know, the arrows or not, but I'm just gonna grab them anyway, because, I mean, it's better to have them than to not, right? Anyway, I'll keep the wither skull fragments in a different area. Honestly, I probably should put them in the really good stuff chest, so we'll just separate them out too. And let's see what other kind of loot we can get down here. Now, hopefully we can get more wither skeletons to spawn. So that would be ideal. And if we can get some looting stuff, that'd be even better as well. But, you know, we're not super picky. I'm not super worried, because I mean, surely we'll be able to find a good little area. Now, let's see what mobs spawn from you. If we can get some witches, we can get some glowstone, which would be big. Because glowstone, really good, honestly. And of course there's vexes spawning from something. And silverfish as well, which I don't even know where they came from, but I'll take it. Now, can we get ourselves any healthy amount of anything good? Ooh, there's an apothic dude over here who just so happened... Ooh, and an enchanted golden apple. And a Drigme shard, and we got some other cool stuff, whatever, it's not too big of a deal. We got another Rage Mind, which lets us increase damage just, like, steadily, which is big. Honestly, This shield is better, so I'm gonna keep that shield. And the other one's cool, but it's not like crazy good. Now, witch hat, that stuff's all just gonna, I guess, plop in here. No reason not to. I don't want to keep life mending, because I'm gonna end up putting it on something, and then I'm never gonna end up wanting to use it, because life mending kind of bad. But let's just get everything where it belongs. Wither skeletons, give me your good stuff. A mutation complication? How does that work? Rapid cellular death combined with rapid cellular regeneration unlocks the ability to absorb biomass. I don't know what that means, but obtain the spider... Okay, huh? Interesting. Whatever, it's fine. I'm not confused at all. I would never... This would never confuse me. I am never confusion. Slowness immunity? Honestly, slowness immunity sounds nice, but I don't really think that's something I'm gonna go too crazy about. I will take reach, though. Reach is big. We can potentially get some good stuff from you, so let's just plop everything where it belongs. And now, we'll just keep on keeping on. Is there any good loot in here? Doesn't really look like it. Looks like there's another geode down here with some more. Did that guy have, like, flashbang or something? Because warm void? What? Falling into the void will send you to your spawn point. That's actually huge, because then we can't even fall off into the void. Let's just chuck you in there. Honestly, it doesn't look like there's much down here. Well, that's lame. I guess we'll go back up to the surface, and we'll see what we can do and what we can find for a place to make a new base, I guess. Wait, actually, first what we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna, this is an ent, right? So what we're gonna do, the ent is gone, apparently. I don't know why, but he just isn't here. So I guess we just get iron blocks and some free birch. Why is he gone? Is that supposed to happen? Or is it wait, it could be because I toggled peaceful. Shoot. I just wanted to take some thumbnail shots, man. I toggle peaceful during thumbnail shots because I can get like certain things in frame. That's real annoying. I guess we gotta find a different ent. Now, I think this ent is actually in here, so we can... Yeah, he is. Perfect. Okay. How much health does he have? A little bit, but honestly, he's kind of lame, to be honest. That ent just like insta vanished. Whatever, it's fine. And what's in this guy? Okay, this guy has amethyst. I'll take the logs as well. And I think there's more chests. We can loot them, and we can always get more wood from this stuff as well, but honestly, the logs from the chest are enough for us to not really have to worry too much about it. So put those in the plant stuff chest for now. But if we can find some more, and there is a little bit of a battle tower here, if there's any good loot, we'll see. Well, I decided to go to the top, and then now we're just going to open up all the chests on our way back down. Looks like there's not much in here, at least not at the top chest. Although, I guess all the chests are kind of the same tier of loot, so I guess we're not really gonna find a whole ton, because it doesn't really look like there's much even in here. Anyway, okay, I'll take the mana steel if we can get some bottles of enchant. That removes all of our fall damage, so we'll never take fall damage again. And it just goes into a charm slot, which is perfect, because we got plenty of charm slots. So that's actually huge. It's a huge drop. So now we just don't take fall damage ever. We can Geronimo off of whatever high thing we want to, and we'll be perfectly fine. So I don't even need to worry about it. I guess we'll see what other kinds of things we can find. Maybe some more ents or something, but I'm trying to find a place that I want to set up a base. Oh, there's like a little ruin over here with a random moonstone in here, which reduces gravity by a bit. Actually, there's bread in there. I'll take the bread too. That's fine. You know what? Bread's nice. Whatever. There's just more of the same structures, but I don't really want to go into the same structures over and over because that's really boring. Okay, but what is even this structure though? Like, this is just a... Okay, do I have to break in? I think I have to break in, but just what even is there in here? Cool. We've got some ores. Okay, nice. You love to see it. Okay, let's get rid of you guys. Let's get rid of the blocks underneath it and then replace them with now we get 3 whole diamond. Wow, big loot. That was nuts. You know what? Screw it. I'm seeing these guys up in the sky. We're just gonna go get some of them because I feel like it. There's just so many up there. I'm just gonna go for it because I just don't care. Hey, well, we made it to one of them. I think the other ones are a little bit higher up, and by a little bit, I mean actually quite a lot. Blazes up here, so I guess we could farm blazes, and we get a squid pet. Cool. We get some emerald nuggets. Cool. I guess I'll put the blaze rods and the squid pet in there, and we'll just... I don't even know... I need an ore backpack. I'm just gonna make an ore backpack. Okay, well, now we're here, and I guess I'll just drop onto you. We'll get ourselves a great dirt pet. Perfect. This is fantastic. Okay, what poisoned me? We've got a random dude throwing poison stuff. Okay, whatever. I don't care about you. Just leave me alone, please. Like, genuinely, this is really just, like, stop it. It's not worth it, dude. Just chill. Anyway, I guess we'll just jump down, because there's no reason not to. And what we'll do is, I guess we just gotta find a good place to live. You know what? I like this house. This is our new home. I don't care. I'm just gonna yoink this already pre-made structure because I don't want to have to make another structure. I don't really care. It's all good. I'm just gonna yoink it. I did already come in here, but we're just gonna absolutely yoink stuff. It doesn't matter. The stuff in the chest, in the barrels doesn't matter. We're just gonna yoink everything. And this is going to be our new home because I cannot be bothered with actually trying to make this. I don't really care. It's whatever. It's fine. Probably should actually try and go upstairs first, though. You know, probably a good idea. And we can at least sleep. We'll sleep. You know what? That's fine. We'll just sleep. We're good. We're chill. Now let's just go up. What's actually up here? Not much, really anything. Except for some of you. Okay, you know what? Dude had a bit of iron, a bit of obsidian. That's fine. I guess I'll leave most of the random stuff that I found in here, and I'll take you as well. And most of this stuff is actually going to go into this chest, because that's where all the agriculture stuff goes. And then iron goes in there. And then obsidian will go into that chest, because that's where everything else goes. And this will, I guess, be just like a storage area if we need to. And, you know what? It's a fairly decent little, quaint little home. Let's clear up the cobwebs, you know, get it nice and clean. Clear out the plants that randomly grew here. And you know what? It's a nice place. So, now we got that. Probably should make some flooring for this guy too, though. So it's just I've got oak, right? Yeah, we've got plenty of oak. We'll just, you know, make a nice little couple oak slabs, just clean it up a little bit. Not anything too crazy, just nice little quaint little home. You know, I do think though that maybe we could open it up a little more, or we could spruce it up. You know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about that. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna relax, and I guess I'll make some chests. Probably should just make some base storage, but I mean we got plenty of stuff to make some insane storage systems, right? Okay, chest time. Of course, we're just gonna make ourselves some diamond chests. Actually, can we make barrels? Is there diamond barrels or iron barrel? Wait, we've got danks in here. I forgot about danks. We could make a dank, which will get us even more bulk storage, which will be nuts. But I guess there's no barrels, so we do actually need to make some actual chests. So let's just do that first. Just make ourselves some iron chests. Turn those guys into gold chests, and then, of course, diamond chest them up. Wait, it's glass. It's mostly... I keep forgetting they changed it, so it's mostly glass now. Thankfully, the iron furnace seems to be the same recipe as it should be, which is perfect, because then we can do that, and then we've got that recipe. Of course, the diamond one still takes 2 random just glass, which is super lame, but... thankfully, that shouldn't take too long, and then we can make it into an emerald furnace with only 8 emeralds, which is a little bit stupid that they decided to change the diamond one, but not the emerald one. I don't quite know why they did that, but it's whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We can at least get ourselves a handy-dandy diamond furnace. Nice and easy, and now emeralded up. Now we've got an emerald furnace, which we're going to put up in the corner. And now we will smelt all the glass, or all the sand into glass, and then we can make our 8 diamond chests. Okay, well, now we can get all the diamond chests all taken care of. Now we've got them for storage, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to plop 2 of them up into corners, 2 of them up there, and then I'm gonna need to make some actual botany pots to start growing some crops. So what is it for the botany? For hopper botany pots, we need terracotta, which is clay, and we need just a bunch of clay. Okay, do I have any clay? Does not look like we have any amount of clay. That's not ideal. Oh no, whatever will we do? Clay is so hard to find. Oh no, no, how could, wait, what? Do I need to use my amethyst? Oh, it just was being weird. Okay, well that's fine. We've got our amethyst shovel and we can just yoink as much clay as we want from the riverbeds. Okay, if you guys can hear the dogs barking, comment below dog bark, because why the heck not? And that's big fortune. We're also going to put miner's fervor on the pickaxe, and we want the life leech, the sharpness, and we want the vorpal on there, as well as the leech. And we're gonna put the insight on our helmet. So let's, honestly, probably should save it for a little bit of a better helmet, like the helmet that we're working on for infinite XP. So we're gonna save that, I guess. And let's see, what's the XP? 2, 2, 6, 2. Okay. So let's put life leech on there, and then we'll combine you are 6, you are 6. What about you and you? 2 and 6. Okay, so 2. And then we'll do 3, and then that'll cost 12. Honestly, not too bad. And now it does 41 damage with a bunch of other stuff that's really cool. What is this going to cost me? 8 versus 14. Okay. What about if I combine them? 14 versus 8. And now we put them on together. 23, honestly. Not bad whatsoever. And it only costs 37 to unlock another one of those. But we still got to keep a good lookout for you guys, because then we put them into the breeder and everything else. And apparently we're not getting enough carrots to actually be able to infinitely do that. So should probably work on getting ourselves a nether star. Our first nether star is the biggest one. And for that, we need how many wither skull fragments? You need 9 per skull. So we're going to have to farm up some more wither skulls, which means I should probably just go to the nether. I guess that's our goal. Okay, well, there's a bunch of obsidian down here, which is great, because we're just going to yoink that. We also get a bunch of nether bricks for it, which honestly we needed anyway for that, which is huge. So now I guess we'll just make ourselves a nether portal. Why the heck not? Of course, always edge line. Do the corners of your nether portal with cobblestone, because if you're not, then just that's lame. Is there anything else down here that I really want to grab? I don't think so, because this was a bit of a place that I just mined into. Honestly, I'm just going to put the nether portal on this side of the house, because what the heck, why would I not? And we'll just do it this way. Because I can, because I don't really feel like doing it any other way. So, deal with it. I'm doing it above ground, as opposed to down. And now I just need a flint and steel, which I think I have flint somewhere. It doesn't look like it. Well, got a little sidetracked for a couple days, but now we got the flint and steel. That's fine, it's perfect. Now we're just going to head in here. Go to the nether. Of course, we don't really need to worry about anything else. We're just going to hopefully be able to find ourselves a beautiful handy-dandy little... Actually, we're immune to fire, right? So I shouldn't need to worry about... Yeah, we're immune to fire, so we're immune to fall damage as well. So we can kind of just use a couple strats that are a little bit unorthodox, which we could just kind of run through lava and not care. It also seems like there's just random other stuff here. Is there anything that we can see, really? Not really. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just, I guess we'll just try and discover what the nether has to offer. We really all... Okay, I did take a tick of fire damage, so that's a little strange. What else even is there? I would love to find... It looks like there's a mine shaft down here, so I guess we'll just try and see what we can find, but... Is it up or down? Oh, it's just down here. Okay, well that's cool. Wrong backpack. There we go. That's the right backpack. The netherrack should go in here. Same with the solia. That's a plant. Those are plants. We'll put the plant stuff in the plant where the plants belong. Of course, we got to add the compacting for netherrack so that we don't end up with like infinite netherrack filling up our entire thing. But is there anything in here that's really good? Source gems, not. Maybe it's worth it just trying to run around and do nothing. I don't know exactly. It does seem to be, though, that we are not immune. Oh, we got a mutant blaze. That's what that was. I was wondering why it looked weird. Apparently, I'm not immune to being set on fire. I'm just immune to fire damage. So I don't even know. Okay, well, I decided to raid the dungeon that was down here. And I found out something. Apparently, you can use catalyzing glands to make ghast tears in order to make the potions that we need for the hell shelves, which we need. So, that's what I'm doing. Now, we can also get glowstone and stuff from other mobs that are down here. But I also found looting 4 on a book that I found just down in the dungeon, which was great because now we have it on our sword. And now we're getting more catalyzing glands, which we can use to make more ghast tears, which we're then going to use to make the potions that we need. But I need nether wart as well, so I do need to find stuff in the nether anyway. But I'm kind of just grinding stuff down here, and it's kind of relatively chill, and I'm just kind of happy that everything's going the way that it's going. Holy runes. We got runes of fire, runes of moon, runes of love. We got a withered rib as well, which is nice. What else do we got in here? We got a coin dragon. Okay, we got some obsidian ingot. Whatever, that's fine. Missing page, 25% chance to damage. Okay, you know what? Interesting. That's not too crazy, but it's not bad either. So I'll just take it. Honestly, pretty decent loot. More coin dragons. Coin dragons are adorable. I will take the glowstone as well, though, because what we're going to be able to do with that glowstone is we're going to make a philosopher's stone, which is going to go kind of crazy. Also, let's just make sure we get whatever's in there. A diamond. Great. Cool. Big diamond. Big diamond. You love to see it. Let's just go home now, because there's just random dudes down here that I don't want to deal with. We're shaking. These guys aren't... What the heck? Bloody Butcher? What the heck was that guy? Apparently I got the nightmare scale, and that was a thing that was pretty... Okay, cool. Apparently that is actually a drop by that we need to be able to make Big Bertha guard, the Big Bertha guard, so that's pretty darn cool. I was not expecting to just randomly get that, so that's pretty nice, you know? You'll love to see it. Huh, what do we want to do now? Oh yeah, I found Venom, which, how expensive is it going to be? 27. Okay, not bad, whatever. Now we have Venom on our sword, which honestly didn't really need, but it's fairly okay. So what else did we want to do now? Yes, I should probably... Okay, well, now it's time to just make ourselves some beautiful, beautiful potions of weakness so we can start converting these guys. Because what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be getting a ton of emeralds from the stick trades, because every trade has a small chance to give us a trinket, and it seems like that is the best way to actually unlock the trinkets. I did do a bit of research, so... You know, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I do know this is the best method to actually do it. So, it should be fun. Well, it's day 50. I'm waiting for these guys to convert. They do take quite a bit of time to convert, but these two are masters now, which is perfect. And of course, the other things that we got to do is we got to get these guys trained up as well. So, of course, got to make sure this guy has the stick trade. Ideally, he has both stick and... arrows, so we can get just infinite arrows, because, I mean, arrows are, they're okay, they're nice, you know? Spectral arrows are okay, too. I'm just mostly using emeralds, because we got a ton of emeralds, but now, what I do want to make sure that we do is just fully level these guys up far as we can using a couple different trades, because I want to just get all these guys fully leveled up so that we can then stack everything and just go kind of crazy. Now, it does look like this guy is finished, so what is his stick trade? 21, not low enough, so we're just going to chuck him back in, convert him again, and get him a little bit lower, which hopefully will work just fine. Of course, what we're going to be doing is just keep on doing that until they are as low as possible. What is it called? I forgot. What is it called? I need to get the thing that's downstairs. It's down the stair. Okay, I don't care about you. We can get as much stuff as we want from the blazes. But we already have all the stuff we need from them, so it's not a big deal. But what I really need is the nether wart, which is... is there some this way? I don't even know. How do I find the nether wart in here? This entire thing is just, like, underground, so how am I gonna find the nether wart? Okay, well, you know what? Looks like there's a lot of just trinkets in here. We did find some nether wart, some slimy seeds, whatever. It's not a big deal. Creeper trinket. When you detect a mob near you, you explode. I'd rather not, so thank you. I appreciate it, though. Seeds go into the... We gotta make sure it's in the right backpack. So those guys are gonna go there. Of course, nether wart's gonna go right there. Oh, and there's stairs over here, too, which is perfect, because we're just gonna casually come down here, yoink all the nether wart. Then we don't need to worry about it, and we can just kind of continue skedaddle-skedoodling. Actually, it looks like there's even more nether wart here, too, which is perfect. Because nether wart is exactly what we need. And is there any more chests, or am I just going to run around looking for nothing? Gilded nether bricks? What do I get from... Nethered gold, which is just gold. Okay, you know what? Interesting. I'll take it, whatever, that's fine. Not a big deal. Now all I gotta do is just continue running around, and hopefully we can find something good. Fertilizer, we already have that, I think, but I'll just grab another, because why the heck not? And I guess I'll try and find a couple other things. We do need a couple more things that are in the nether, such as... Ooh, there's actually one really close, too. The Burning Arena, which is for a specific dude that we need to come actually get. And this is for one of the parts of Big Bertha. Now... I do know that we did a little bit of a strat that lets you kind of cheese through most of the, like, semi-difficult stuff, and there's a good reason for that, and that's because, well, it takes a long time, and I just felt like doing it this way. Now, the cheese strat, of course, is just going through the path that we did, where you, instead of, you know, trying to actually fight and deal with a bunch of mobs, and trying to get loot... Sorry for sneezing. Well, instead of doing that, essentially you just go the mining route, you get the treasure pickaxe, and then you go and you get all the rest of it. And now, it works really well, but at the same time you also have to deal with, you know, the other things, which can be kind of lame. But instead, we're just gonna, you know, we're gonna do this. We get some wither skull fragments, some other cool stuff. It's great. Of course, we're not gonna get anything super insane from these guys, but we're at least gonna get some default relatively okay things that I will take happily. You know what? I'm very happy, actually, to get a wither skeleton skull. So, we can actually summon a wither now. And we got even more of those guys. We still have the Burning Arena to get to, which thankfully is not too far away. We get these guys, which drop... Oh, we got the egg, spawn egg for it, because we have capturing on our thing as well. But what we need is the Burning Ashes, because that's actually what you use to summon the dude at the altar. And now we just click on the altar, and it shakes our screen a lot. And then now we're gonna come fight a dude that's gonna, yeah, hello. And now we're just gonna try and avoid getting hit, because he does in fact do a considerable amount of damage. The good thing is flying, we can kind of cheese it. Because, like, you saw, he did a considerable amount of damage there. And we gotta make sure that we, you know, hit him. Okay, let's just get close. Ow. Let's just not get hit, please. Ow! See, we're taking a lot of damage, which is why I'm gonna make sure that we eat up. And, we can block those guys, thankfully, because otherwise we might be a little screwed. Because this guy, he does have quite a bit of health. Uh-oh, that's a big AoE attack. And that guy, he's about to do a thing where he does a big slash attack, which does a lot more damage. And then he does the stab. And then he does another slash. And we got him. Perfect. And that's all you gotta do. And then he's supposed to drop. There we go. There's all the stuff. And we thankfully got the moth scale from that, which is exactly what we needed. Exactly what we were looking for. And was there anything else in the nether that we need for Big Bertha? I don't recall. Worm tooth was the void worm. Caterpillar jaw is the warped mosco. Feed a crimson mosquito from the nether. Warped mixture. And then, so we need warped mixture. How do I get warped mixture? How do I get you? I need to get some warped fungus, and then I need a crimson mosquito. So we need the crimson forest, and then we need a warped forest as well. Well, we're in a warped forest now, and I need to get, I believe, 8 of these warped fungus. So, or not 8, I only need 7, but we need a total of 7. So let's just, okay, well, we got all of them. So now I just need to go back home, find a crimson forest, and then make a warped mixture. Okay, well, one's on me now, so let's just get you with the, I need to feed you the warped mixture. Come on now, get back there, perfect. So now we've got that, and now I guess we just gotta wait, and let's see what happens, because I don't quite know what's gonna happen. He got super buff. Okay, well, that's fine. We're just gonna take care of him, so that we can get the caterpillar jaw. And we got the warped muscle, the hemolymph sac, which is perfect, because then we can chuck those guys in there, we can put that guy there, and then of course we save those 2 right there. And now what we need to do is we need to find the Ender Golem from the Cataclysm mod, we need Captain whatever, and then we need a Foliath, we need a Robo Warrior, that's a Rainbow Ant Dimension guy. So for that, I guess we'll have to go to the Rainbow Ant Dimension, which it'll be kind of cool. But I guess we'll have to do all of the rest of those guys in the overworld. Okay, well, apparently we are right over the stronghold. So is this the stronghold or is this something else? This is the stronghold. Okay, great. That's kind of perfect. Now we just need to actually find our way. Okay, it looks like for the end portal room, all we got to do is come over here. And we just go like this. We break in like this. Then we do that. And now we're here. So now we found the end portal. Nice and easy. Now we'll just fill up all these sockets with the Eyes of Ender that we brought. Apparently I don't use Eyes of Ender. That was really weird. But okay, whatever. It's fine. Not a big deal. I guess it's time to go take care of the Ender Dragon. I know we do not have anything other than our sword, but what I do know is our sword's fairly good enough. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to do this, where we come over to you. How? Why won't... Bro, just let me hit you. There we go. Okay, well, apparently, I can't hit him very well. And he's still just healing off of these guys. So, we're just gonna have to, you know, go a little bit of the more chill route. Of, you know, just taking all these guys out, just taking all these out. Now, usually, I wouldn't wait this long to get, like, I wouldn't, like, do anything. I would get a bow first, probably is a good idea, but I forgot about doing that, so honestly, what I should probably do is set a warp, and then we'll just go home and we'll get a bow. And now we've got a bow, so now we can do a quick little slash. Let's just hit him. Come on, bro. There we go. You know, just a little damage each shot. Just a quaint little amount of damage. I'm not leading my shots enough, but I gotta hit him more. I also gotta break you guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's just take care of you. Perfect. And now we just go. And we gotta shoot him. Come on. Just come over here, bro. I can't believe I'm flying and I just don't do enough damage to kill an Ender Dragon in like 2 hits. Kind of lame, to be honest. There we go. We got him. We got him. Nice and easy. Nice and special. Perfection. cool. We're gonna grab the heart. We got a bunch of other stuff that's pretty decent. Some ancient darts, which is cool. I don't know why we got those. We got the Ender Dragon scales. We got those scales, which are pretty decent, honestly. Not bad, whatever. We have enough... No, 49 levels is what we need for that, so let's just do that. And I guess we could go outer end right now, but I think I'm just gonna wait for that, so let's go home. Actually, we need to go through this anyways, so let's just end the game, you know? Nice and easy, nice and quick. It's time to take care of some other things that we need to do. So we at least have the end completed. And you know what? I think 69, you know what? Pretty nice overall. Now I gotta get a storage system going or something. Okay, well, now we're at the ruined citadel, and the plan is to just dig straight down through this. And now we are here, and the Ender Guardian has been summoned. And now we should be able to just take him out nice and quick, because the bosses in this mod are supposed to be super strong, but a good sword that does 40 damage this early on apparently is just really good. So I guess we just got him. We get you guys. We got the Vortex Eye, which is another part of the Big Bertha, which is why we're here. And now we're going to just make sure that that's saved in here. And now we just gotta check out the other things. So, what was the other one that we needed? The Void Worm. Throwing a mysterious worm into the void. You can obtain the mysterious worm by putting a crimson mosquito into a capsid. Capsid is from an enderiophage. Enderiophage? Which I guess those are in the end, probably towards the like more bigger end structures and such, but we can always check out what's in here. There's ticks and stuff. I mean, there's not really gonna be any loot in here that's worth grabbing, so I'm just gonna, I guess we'll just leave. There's a delay ring, missing page. We've got random shulker dude over here, some dragon scales. Oh no, an orb of temporary flight. Why would I want that when I can permanently fly? Okay, let's try and find ourselves an enderiophage. I don't need those. I need an enderiophage, which is probably the best place to find that's probably going to be in End City, which I don't think I've seen yet, so I guess we just gotta keep searching. Okay, well, the End City thankfully wasn't even that far away, so still day 69, and maybe we can find the thing we're looking for. I don't fully know, though. I do know that there's a purple golem. Knocks me back pretty darn far, but doesn't seem to be that strong. And then we've got you. I guess we'll get some shulker shells. We'll get some other stuff, whatever. Not a big deal. We're just gonna need to get ourselves some stuff. So, I guess we'll zoom up here. Or not, I guess. I don't even know. Well, there's nothing in there either. No, I guess not. We did get the shulker heart, which lets us get immunity to levitation. It's also a part of a very specific thing that we're gonna need to work on eventually, which is the Ankh charm. If you've seen me playing RL Craft, then you know what the Ankh charm does. But for those who have not, go check out my RL Craft playthrough, because essentially the Ankh charm allows us to be immune to most negative status effects, as well as gives a couple different buffs. But overall, you know what? This is a fairly decent chest, nothing too crazy. I already have a villager hat. Advanced mag. I already have that in most of my backpacks and stuff, but I guess I'll just do that. And we'll put you guys in there, whatever, not a big deal. What else did we need from these guys? I needed the enderiophage, which I don't even know how we're supposed to get those, so whatever. Well, I guess that was pointless, but at least there's chests here. Soul Devourer. Increases the risk damage dealt by % per consumed soul. Goes in a talisman slot. And then we got Cloud in a Bottle for double jump. Delay ring. Honestly, this Soul Devourer seems kinda... If that will just infinitely stack up damage, then that could get a little bit crazy, but need a talisman slot for that. Do I have a talisman slot? I have 3 talisman slots. So, I guess we'll just see how that works. It just increases damage. Is there an enemy close by that I can test it on? I mean, at least we guaranteed know that there's shulkers over here. But if I take out a shulker, 7 stored souls, 0.7% damage, and I guess since it does have durability, we might want... Ooh, these are the Enderiophage dudes. Yo, what's good? I need your capsid thing, whatever. Oh, capsid. There we go. This is supposed to be on match backpack contents. There we go. And now we do that, and I already have the... Where is it? Crimson mosquito larvae. We plop you in there, and then that'll give us a void worm, which then we yoink, and it says destroy the child, and then we take the child, and the child goes off the edge, and then void worm spawns, and now we gotta... Okay, how am I supposed to do this? They don't really do much damage, but it is real annoying, I'm gonna be honest. And they split off too, which is obnoxious. They warp out, whatever. We got one. I just don't know. Do I have to get all of them for it to, like, fully disappear and pass away? Or, like, how does this work? I think I got it. Did it drop the stuff? I need the specific item, though. Something dropped over here, but where's the thing that I need, though? Excuse me, where did it go? It was supposed to drop the worm tooth. It's a guaranteed drop. I'm looking for something very specific. I guess I'll try it again, and if that doesn't work, then guess we'll have to cheat it in, because I don't know how that worked, but... Okay, well, now we're back, and we're gonna try it again. Let's see how this goes. I am gonna use the sword this time, so hopefully we can get... Okay, you should be coming over here. Perfect. Come and get me. Okay, apparently I can't... Okay, that worked. That worked. What about now? What about... Can I hit you, please? And the answer is, I guess, just I can't hit it. Wait, we got it. Okay, and it dropped the things. And we actually got the things. We got the worm mandibles, the worm tooth, and the void eye. So, that's honestly, you know what? It was confusing that it didn't work the first time, but at least we got it. I did have to figure out how to get the warp mixture again, but that's fine. It's all good. We made it happen. We made it work. Let's see. Hey, can you quit it, please? Thank you. Oh, can you quit it, too? Okay, never mind, it's the same dude. 53 levels for the next one? Okay, what are the other things we can get, though? We need to find the frost maw in the snowy tundra. Okay. Well, I can't find a frost maw, but I do think this is the ship that we're actually looking for and that we need for the specific thing, right? This is, yeah. And we've got that infinity ham. Yes! And that's, yeah, that's the thing. It can be used near water in an ice maze. Yeah, so perfect. We're here, right? Yeah, we're in the ice maze. We got rune of water, spatial sign. Cool, there's a bunch of words on that I don't want to read. I'm breaking. Cool, don't need that. We have indestructible. What else is in here? Anything cool over here? Loyalty, feather falling. I can fly. I'm good. I don't need to feather fall. I appreciate it, though. We did get the infinity ham, which is big. Don't really need emeralds, so I'll just chuck them back, but... Let's summon the captain. Oh, hello. Hello, Captain Captain Cornelius. Goodbye. Goodbye, Captain Cornelius. We got you, and now we got you. There's a whole lot of stuff over here. Treasure pouch and whatever. I don't know everything that we picked up, but you know what? We got the water dragon scale, which is the whole reason why we came out here. I also got some bunny hoppers, which is pretty decent. Probably better than, actually, you know what? The flippers are fine. We'll keep them. Not a big deal. I'm not worried. Warp scrolls, we can get rid of bunny hoppers. I'll keep. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need an oxygen tank or a fragrant flower. Frozen key, I don't care about. Honestly, I don't care about any of this stuff. Cool. Once valuable stuff, I don't care. Too bad. So sad. I will keep the yellow heart, though, because we do need that. And we also got the water dragon scale, which is what we need for Big Bertha. So I will keep it. Now, what is the next thing? We still need the frost maw. That's what I did. Yeah, that's what we were going to. But I couldn't find one close by. So now I gotta find one. Oh, and there's apparently an ice dragon here. That's cool. Could you please just, like, thank you for just, like, whatever. It's all good. I'm not super concerned about, I don't really need dragon stuff right now, so instead we're just gonna engage hyperdrive and, zoom away, because I still need to find that frost maw that's gonna take me 8 years to find, so that's what I'm gonna go do. But for now, we just gotta chill, see what'll happen. Perfect, we finally found a frost maw, so now all we gotta do is just re-slash it, nice and easy, and oh, there we go, perfect. That just took way too long, I was extremely stressed out, but we did end up actually getting the frost maw loot, so I'm happy about that. We got you, and now what is the next one? The kraken tooth from the butterfly leviathan found in the oceans. We need to find the sirens from the oceans as well. Thankfully, it looks like we've come quite a ways, by the way. But there's a big ocean over here, and maybe we'll find exactly what we need over there. So let's see what we can find in the oceans. I do believe we can breathe underwater. So all we gotta do really is find a butterfly leviathan. I don't quite know what that looks like, but what I do know, or not, there's a random temple down there, but I know that probably doesn't have a butterfly leviathan. And I need to find one of the small little island things that the sirens are on, which is usually like that. That's probably exactly what that is. Is that a butterfly leviathan? That looks like a butterfly leviathan. It's a butterfly leviathan. That's perfect. Okay, great. Yo, I need the loot from you. Could you please, like, stop hitting me like that? That's really obnoxious. And then we've got a sea serpent dude that tried to attack me. Did that drop something? Oh, we needed that. We need the sea monster scales as well. Oh, yo, what's good, dude? You stupid dum-dum. We got... Wait, is this, though? Because we need the things from sirens. And that's sirens. That's 3 right there. Within, like, a couple seconds. We got 3 of the things. The sea viper tongues. We got the sea monster scales. And we got those kraken tooths. It's definitely teeth, but whatever. Honestly, we got sea serpent fangs, sea serpent scales. We got shiny scales as well. There's apex meat, but I'm not going to really concern myself with that. But, you know, that's 3 more. Now, what are the other things we need? We need the basilisk scale from Twilight Forest. We need plains biome thing. We need to get into the Everdawn. We need to get to... Wait, I killed an end troll. Meowsies mobs? Naga? Okay. Jungles. Rainbow Ant Dimension. So it looks like we need to find plains and jungles. Okay. Well, I didn't find a Foliath, but I did find a gorilla, which I'm gonna just leave because he's just chilling, he's just vibing over there. But what I need is a Foliath, which I don't know where they spawn or how they spawn. What I'm assuming is this is actually a Foliath, so, you know, it's pretty dope. Can I... Oh, cool, we got him. I just needed to hit it once. That, you know what? Pretty darn easy. You'll love to see it. Let's just save you in there. Now we got that taken care of. Now, I guess the next thing to do is find a plains biome. Well, found a plains biome. Now we just gotta wait for an arachna whatever, dude. There's a hairy cow spawn. I don't know what that even means. Hairy cow skin. What does that mean? Wool to pelt blocks. Okay, weird. Very weird stuff. Who you gonna call? That's, you know what? That's not bad. It's not bad. Also, my voice is kind of leaving me. But now I gotta go find the structure in the end again so that we can actually get the thing that it was supposed to drop. Because that troll apparently was supposed to drop something. but he just didn't. Okay, well, I found another one. So apparently this guy is the guy that's supposed to drop the thing, and he's supposed to drop them. I just don't know why he doesn't. Is there a reason for that? Or is it the mod being dumb? I don't know. But that's the second one. And I mean, I think it says that he's supposed to drop it, right? Yeah, end troll from Pandora structures found in a structure in the end. That was an end troll. Is it like down here? No. Do I need to kill him with a different weapon? Right, or like, am I missing something? I don't actually know what's going on. What are we looking for exactly? He's supposed to drop the Emperor Scorpion Scale. I'm not seeing in any of the chests. So, we'll try one more. My pickaxe, and maybe he'll drop the thing. I killed him with my pickaxe. I didn't kill him with like poison or anything else. And it's looking like it's definitely not in any of these chests. Which means that he's not dropping it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to just, so Naga, are you gonna spawn? Now, I do know that in this version there is a bit of a bug, the rarity of them spawning, which is really obnoxious. But I'm hoping we can just get lucky. Come on now, please. Oh my gosh, we got them to spawn. They spawned. Come on. Come on, give me, I need it. I need it. Apparently they spawn at daytime, which is why I was kind of waiting for daytime. Because, holy, we got them. We got them, we got them, we got them. Where'd the other stuff drop? Did it drop down here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where did your stuff drop? There it is. Perfect. We got the Triffid goo. And we got the scales, the fangs, but I don't care about the fangs. What I care about, because the goo is what we need. That's what we needed. Perfect. So we got that. Now we just gotta go into the Rainbow Ant Dimension, and we gotta go into the Twilight Forest. So I think the first one to do is the Rainbow Ant, since we already have the nest for it. So of course we're going to go home, and we're going to plop the Rainbow Ant nest down. And we're just going to wait for a Rainbow Ant to come out. And now a Rainbow Ant's out, so we're going to break the nest, we're going to do that, and we're going to teleport to the Rainbow Ant Dimension, which is great. And what do we actually need to take out for it? I'm pretty sure it is the Robo Warrior. There's also a bunch of other things we need to do in here, but it's not too big of a deal. We're just here. Oh, there's a raid. Cool. I had Bad Omen, I guess. Well, this entire dimension is villages, so we'll just move away to a different village. I guess I gotta wait till nighttime first to do anything. Oh, nighttime now, and I am being sniped by robo-snipers, which we of course need to take out. And I'm going to need to take out, you are a pounder, which I guess sounds kind of crazy, but we took out a pounder. You always gotta make sure to take out the pounders, take out the other dude. Wait, what did that guy drop something? He dropped uranium nuggets. Did you drop anything cool? It doesn't look like it. It does look like they dropped XP though. And I think you're a Robo Warrior, which we need to take you out for the actual yo, dude, you gotta chill. This dude's trying to pound too hard. He's trying too hard, dude. You gotta chill. I gotta get your... Ooh, we got some aluminum power chips, which is cool. And now we've got a Robo Warrior dude, I guess we took him out. And he's supposed to drop the freaking ray gun. A freaking ray gun! Oh my gosh! Cool. Well, now we've got that. So now I don't need to worry about it. Okay, well, we got him too, but we did get a ray gun, which is pretty darn sick. So, you know what? I don't want to hear it. We got the ray gun. The ray gun is we got all for the handle, all for the blade. Now we just need the guard, which means we gotta go get someone's nose. And then another thing from a different dimension, which will be cool. But honestly, it's not too bad. We got a titanium nugget as well, which is pretty darn cool. So maybe the pounders are worth taking out if only simply for the loot that they drop. The warriors seem to drop some cool stuff too, so I don't know, but they're also just not seeming to want to work, and I'm worried about breaking everything, so we're just gonna go home real quick. Okay, well, it's another day, and now, oh, wrong thing. We gotta make sure we turn you off first, and then we chuck you out. Am I picking that guy up? I think I'm picking it up with this backpack. Yeah, definitely I am. Okay, well, let's just do that. And finally, it worked. Hooray. Okay, well, now we are going to be going into the Twilight Forest, but we also need to find a thing inside the Everdawn dimension, which means I probably need to go back to that dude's house to trade with him, but instead, what we're gonna do for now is we're just gonna find a Naga maze and do that, because why the heck would we do anything else? Okay, well, we found a Naga thing nice and quick, nice and easy. Come on now. You're so hard to deal with. Oh my gosh, this guy does so much. He's such a difficult boss. It's crazy. It's like he has infinite health or something. Meanwhile, we can just, quick take him out, nice and easy. He dropped a bunch of stuff. I don't really care. We're just gonna grab it. He dropped an experience magnet. He dropped some iron, which is really cool. But the main thing we wanted was the basilisk scale, and that's like the only thing we're here for. So we're gonna just grab you. We're gonna save you. And now I gotta go get someone's nose. Okay, I don't know what type of portal this is, but it's one of the two. Of course, we brought ourselves some emeralds so we can trade with you for the zeal lighter, because that's the thing we need. Dude, you can keep the change. I don't really care. Ever bright. We need the ever dawn, though, right? Yeah, ever dawn. I guess I gotta find another one. Okay, well, I think this is the same kind of thing. He's got the same portal in here. Great, now I gotta find another one. Oh my gosh, I found another one, but this one also has the stupid ever bright portal. Okay, well, we found another one, and it's right next to one of the big battle tower things, so please be good. Is this good? And it's the same. You know what? We're just gonna take a detour, and we're gonna go get a battle tower, because I feel like it, because whatever, I don't care. It's day 83, we're just gonna run through this. I'm just, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care. The chest is locked. Cool. Now I need to take care of all of the spawners that are down here, right? The thing is that I don't even know where the spawners are. But I'm assuming one's there and one's there. And now, can I open you? I can. Great. Now, I know that if you bring a hopper, you can just use a hopper to yoink stuff out of the chests without breaking the spawners and stuff. But at this point, I don't really care, so we're just gonna break the spawners, because it's not that difficult to find them, but we're essentially just gonna go through this, get everything we possibly can, and there's one right there, I remember you, and we're just gonna do this because it's just easier that way, and then we'll be able to go up and get the boss nice and quick, which is the whole reason why we're doing this, because I do actually want to just take out the boss, and then go through that process. So that'll be fun, but where are the spawners again? They're down. Are they down here? Yeah, one's behind there, of course. You gotta leave me alone, dude. You're not worth it. It's not worth your life, trust me. Okay, another dude was over here, so it's definitely that guy. There we go. And of course we get absolutely nothing from that, and we're gonna keep the miniature red heart because we need heart containers, which I haven't gotten into working towards at all. But heart containers are a thing in this this mod pack, so you can get like 40 extra hearts, but not too big of a deal, not anything we're super concerned with. We're just here to get the keys and get out, because that's all that really matters, is getting the keys. We're gonna get you, and now we just break you, and then we come in here, we grab the key, and then we just head up even more, because that's the whole reason why we're here. And there should be one more key, I just don't know. You, and then there's you, and then we gotta flip the lever, open the door, and there's nothing in there, which is fine. There's one more key, which means that I guess it has to be up here, because, I mean, where else would it be, really? Yep, perfect. And now we'll just plop you in there, and now they should be the roof. And then we'll take you guys and we'll plop you in here. And now we gotta make sure to get a nice little screenshot of this. Because he's kinda cool looking. But thankfully he's kinda dookie. Because we get to take him out and then we get whatever's in here. Capacity, okay, cool, don't really care. I'll take a golden apple, don't really care about anything else, really. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, most of the stuff's kind of dookie, but... You know, whatever. Tower will collapse, that's fine. I gotta find another house like that, so let's go do that. Okay, well, apparently I just can't find this portal, so instead we're just gonna rob some graves real quick. Just looking around if there's anything nice. Like some golden apples or some golden carrots, we'll take those. Not looking for anything too crazy, just some runes, just some nice little grave robbery things, you know? Nothing too crazy, we're just stealing from, you know, the graves of ancestors and I guess probably some descendants as well, because that's just how it goes in a cemetery, you know? But overall, I'm just here, I'll take the why do they have apples anyways? Like... Y'all don't need these. You're already deceased. They don't need piercing either, but I'll just leave it with them because it looks nice. Yeah, I'll take your gold. Hey, you know, I guess grave robbing really is just profitable because you just get to take stuff. Don't do this in real life, kids. It's not worth it. I'm gonna leave a stack of you because it doesn't really matter, but don't rob graves IRL. It's a very bad idea, and there's very big repercussions for it, IRL. As well as it's just, like, rude to the family of whatever's going on. Like, you can only do it if you have permission of the person who you're robbing. And that's pretty hard to do, since usually, they're deceased. So, I would highly recommend against it. It's not very chill. It's not very, as you would say, cash money. So, just leave people's graves alone, but in Minecraft, you can do whatever you want, so it's what we're doing. For some reason, they've got a lot of food, like carrots and stuff, and apples that are just covered in gold, so, I mean, these guys definitely don't need it. They can't even eat it anymore. In fact, they're the guys that have been attacking me during the night for so long, and you know what? I just don't even care anymore. And... you know what? Whatever. Leaning scale, I'll leave you alone. And now I still need to find one of those stupid little houses, but there's also another ent thing over here, so I guess we'll just take out another ent, because we can. Okay, what kind of loot is there up here? What kind of loot do we got? Tiger's eye. There's diamond, and there's nothing. Okay, well, that looks like that kind of ent is really bad. It just gives nothing. Oh my gosh. This guy has the right portal. Your friends have all been atrocious to me. I'm just gonna break your window. And I'll put down your signs, but we'll just make them all face kind of the same direction and make them look like they're a cult. And then we'll light you. And of course there's a spider web in the gosh darn thing, so we'll have to do that. And then I gotta actually put you out, because yep, perfect, good. Now we'll go through the portal, and now we just gotta do the tower. Which, this tower thing is, like, super easy. All you gotta do is you just go over here, you find the secret chest, you get the keys. And then there's another chest back here, too, but this chest doesn't have a key, so it's kind of like just for the enchantments if you want them. And then now you just gotta fly up to here, you just ignore those guys, and you grab the key. And now, you could rescue the villagers, but instead you're gonna leave them. Because why would you rescue them? They're kind of pointless. And then you just grab the key. And then you do the same thing. You just kind of go around and you grab the key out of the brewing stand. And now you've got everything you need. And now you could just do the, you just go up the stairs. And then you come over here. You get to the keystone, and then you come in here. And then there's an alchemist dude. And now you just gotta take him out, which takes a little bit of time, because he doesn't take very much damage per hit. It's kind of obnoxious, but we just gotta take our time. Okay, he blinds me. Probably should have gotten the thing that, you know, takes away blindness. But actually, we can equip that, I think. Because I think I had that. Yeah, gain extra XP from hitting enemies. Immune to wither and poison. Immune to nausea, mining fatigue, and slowness. Which one's the one that lets me just not have to worry about blindness? Which one is it? Mining fatigue, bad omen and unlock, enderman, withering enemies. I guess wither and poison. We'll just go with that one for now. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. We'll just get you. Come on. And we just gotta keep on doing this until he's completely taken out. It's just gonna take a bit. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's not too big of a deal because we just get to keep on going until he gets completely taken out, which is definitely not gonna take forever. Okay, well, he's really low HP now, so we should be able to take him out nice and quick. Come on, just let me hit you a couple more times. One more time. Just one more hit, I think, and then he's good. You're so cooked, dude. Perfect, we got him. Which means we also got the nose. We got the nose. Got your nose. Easy dub. We got his nose. We did get an alchemist loot bag, which gives us random stuff. Rents invisibility or sneaking with smoke and stuff. That actually we can put those in here, which is pretty cool. And it's just an arc, and these guys go like you get a couple of them, and they just fill those slots. But you guys know what I mean. Okay, well, it is now day 100. We're going to do a couple different things. First off, we're going to make ourselves the set of emerald armor. And the reason for that is because this is actually how you get the experience armor, is you take emerald and you surround it with, of course, bottles of enchanting. And this is to make a very specific thing. So, we're going to make sure to set these guys aside, just temporarily, just so we have them, you know, nothing too crazy, nothing too insane. We gotta get the boots, though, I gotta get the helmet as well, because this is the way to get infinite XP, and there's a couple more things that we're gonna need to do, but first, let's make sure that we get you guys in there. We'll take you, we'll put you guys in there. Of course, we got these random dudes trying to get us, but we're going to mostly just ignore them and plop all the stuff in there. The way this is going to work is, in here, we have ourselves a beautiful experience battery. And what we're also going to want to do is get that insight enchantment onto this helmet. So now I actually had an insight 4. So we're going to plop that on there. And now the way this is going to work is the moment we put on this armor, our XP is going to go a little bit crazy. So, the set's almost complete, but what you're going to see is we're level 46 now, and now we are level 100, and now we are level 200, and now we're level 300, level 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. We're nearly level 2,000 already, and it's just going to keep getting faster. Is an enchantment that for each level that we have more and more protection. Now, this armor does not have an insane amount of durability, but what is nice is we can take Hopology off using a disenchanter, and that way we'll get extra protection based on our levels in any set of armor. And that set of armor, we can actually enchant with everything else, and we can make indestructible. And what's cool about this is now, with all of this XP, we're going to be able to just spam stuff into unlocking all of the slots for all of the trinkets that we would want to activate. So, like Ruby Heart, like Mind's Eye for seeing invisible entities. We can get the You Wither stuff. We can get immunity to certain things, we can get extra immunities, we can get extra discounts, we can get Frostwalker, we can get invisibility when we have a heart or less. We're going to get knockback res, because that's pretty big. And Glass Shard is pretty big as well. Most of these overall, though, are not insane. I mean, some of them are relatively chill, but the Cloud to protect you from fall damage is nice. And right now, we are at 200,000 XP levels. What we're going to do now is we actually have a big ol' goal, and that is to make the Big Bertha. Now, unfortunately, to make Big Bertha, we are first going to need something very specific, the ultimate sword. And for that, we need uranium and titanium, and we need 9 ore of each. Now, thankfully, what I was actually doing while mining down to get the treasure pickaxe and the ancient bone sword was I actually got an insane amount of titanium and uranium. So we're actually going to be able to do that, which is fantastic, because otherwise it would be quite difficult. And now we have all of the things that we need in order to make the Big Bertha. So, of course, we're going to start off with getting our titanium ingot. I'm storing the rest of the nuggets in there, and then we're going to get our uranium ingot. And then now, what we're going to craft is the ultimate sword, which will then become a part of the Big Bertha. And we're never actually even going to swing an ultimate sword, because it's not worth it for us, because we have Big Bertha coming. So, we're now going to make the Big Bertha blade. Next is the Big Bertha guard, and then the Big Bertha handle. What we do with all of them is we combine them into beautiful, at a grand spanking 500 damage. Now, it does have slow attack speed, and it doesn't have looting or all the enchantments that we have on here. 500 damage is 500 damage. That's pretty sick. That's going to be a primary weapon, which is kind of nuts. What is amazing is we're already at 500,000 levels, which is nuts. And, of course, there's even more to go, because what we need to do is we need to get Ancient Netherite, we need Blightened Ice, we need the Awakened Eye, and we need the Great Goat Horn in order to make the Royal Guardian Sword, Chaos Guardian, and get the Royal Guardian Armor. There's also all of these other quests that we need to do in different dimensions and such. And I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it. I know I kind of went off the rails in the first 100 days, but now we're here, and now we're gaining levels at an insane rate. We're going to get some sleep. I do have a couple things that I want to do at the very beginning, but before we get to those, as always, make sure to check out the top link in the description. Should be Berry Bite, the channel sponsor that provides the community server. If you want to join the Discord, there's a community server that you can join that is really just a chill part of the community, and I think it's pretty nice. And they also provide good, high quality, relatively inexpensive servers for anyone who wants to just give them a check and look at them and see how it goes. And that is, of course, Berry Bite, channel sponsor. And the first thing that we're gonna do is we need to actually do the Twilight Forest stuff. So, I guess we'll get started with that, but what I do want to say as well is these videos are only possible thanks to the YouTube members. So, if you want to become a YouTube member, you can do that for $1 a month, get early access to the content, and a lot of other really amazing things as well. It's early access, like whenever I end up getting the video out is when you have access to it. And overall, it's pretty cool for $1 a month. And then there's other tiers where I'll shout you out and stuff, and it's cool and all. And I really appreciate all the people who support the channel through that, because it genuinely means the world to me that I get to do this for fun and also kind of as a job while I get through school. So again, thank you. And I guess we should probably get started with the actual Twilight Forest things, which means I need to get back out of this hollow hill. I think it's a lich next. We took on a Naga in the previous 100 days. If you didn't check that out, highly recommend checking out the first 100 days. I do think there is, yep, a lich tower right over there, so let's just make our way over. Oh yeah, and I should have probably also mentioned, because I don't know who everyone who watched the end of the previous 100 days, but the reason why we're gaining about 1,000 levels every couple seconds is because I'm wearing a full set of experience armor battery, which is giving us essentially infinite experience, which is quite cool, and that is also increasing our protection levels by a lot, because essentially how protection works is, oh, whoops. I gotta shoot the king dude, so we gotta, well, I got one of them. Okay, we gotta get more of these. Oh, see, I wish there was a way that I could fly and not have to, okay, can we get, I just need one more Okay, they're all... They're perfect. And now we can get... Oh no! That was so difficult to take out a Twilight lid. That was so tough. Anyway, let's, what's the next one? I forget. Let's see. Where's Twilight Forest again? Twilight Forest. Next, I guess we need to go to the... We need to go kill, the beef... The Stroganoff dude. Yeah, we need to go kill the Hydra, but for that we need to go get the beef Stroganoff, which we need to find in the thing. Which what I should probably do is find out where the heck that is. But there's a swamp we gotta find for that. Quite know where that shall be. We shall check far and wide among many of the trees. Oh, well, I found the Hydra, but we're not supposed to be here. And I don't think I can damage the Hydra. But it can't damage me either, so I think I just need to go to the swamp, and there's the mazes over here, which now we need to, I guess, go into the maze, and we gotta actually go through the maze to be able to get everything. Because there's bedrock in between the levels of the maze. Can't dig through, which is kind of lame. At least we can kind of cheese it, because we've got a mini-map. And we've got random... Oh, okay, that's a pool. Where? Okay. What would be nice is if we had a maze map, but that doesn't really happen. So it is what it is. I do need steel leaves for some things, but grab those things. And then it'll probably explode, because that's always what happens. Things just seem to explode sometimes, and that's okay. We're just gonna run along. Wait, is that the way down? Oh, that's what exploded. Makes sense. Okay, well, where is the way down? That's lava. This just leads us back to a okay, great. Is the exit. Oh, perfect. We found a way down. And we've got these dudes just running around trying to shoot us with stuff. Notes on the fire swamp by a forgotten explorer. How intriguing. Let us find out what the forgotten explorer... I thought I had food. Do I not have auto-feeding on? Guess I don't have auto-feeding. But, let's read it. An explorer's notebook written on fireproof paper. Fire is a trivial obstacle for a master explorer such as myself. I've pursued of fire and swam through oceans of lava. The burning air here is an interesting variation. But ultimately, what does stop me, though, is that I have encountered another protection spell. This time surrounding a mighty creature that must be the king of this fire swamp. This is not the first protection spell I've encountered, beginning to unravel the mysteries of how they work. If this spell is like the others, it will be sustained by a powerful creature nearby. Surrounding the fire swamp are several wet swamps. Under those swamps are labyrinths full of minotaurs. The logical choice to bind such a spell would be to some sort of powerful minotaur, different in some way from the others that surround, which is why we're looking for the mushroom minotaur, the minoshroom, down here. That's the whole point. And we should be able to find him just fine as long as they run around and find the right rune. I think we can do. I run pretty fast, which is nice. Seeing some mushrooms, some other stuff, which is nice. Okay, you can stop that. Thank you. Okay, well, that's fine. That's a dead end, but I guess we'll just keep on keeping on exploring. Okay. Let's see, is there anything past this gate? Mushrooms this way. Is this the way to perhaps we should go a circuitous route around the mushroom pathway. Never mind. It just led to a dead end. Is this a... Okay, well, I forget I can just do that. Which also means I could probably just, I think this is where the minoshroom is, so... Saw it on the map? Yo, dude, you can leave me alone. That guy tried to jump scare me. Then there's a minoshroom dude here. We get the beef stroganoff and all that stuff. Delicious beef stroganoff, whatever. Mighty stroganoff. Get a charm of keeping. We don't need the notes. I don't really need the diamond minotaur eggs. I don't need you. I don't need a bunch of this stuff actually. All I really need is the yellow heart for extra heart containers, even though it's not really too big of a thing for me to continue holding on to. We do get quite a bit of stuff. I would like to just continue acquiring many different... I need not have extra beef stroganoff, so we shall deposit it into these chests. I do need to, however, collect all of the different pieces of steel leaf and night metal armor, as they are also quests along our journey, for which we will claim. Anywho, let's, I think we need the maze breaker pickaxe, which I think, based on everything, I gotta find the dead spot of the map, but, I mean, it looks like it's over here, but I guess it's not. I just gotta find, I mean, we could always go back, but there's a special pickaxe that I don't want to miss down here. Okay, well, now that we're out, we might as well just go take on the Hydra, which we should be able to take on with the it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, Big Bertha. Let's just get a little quick little screenshot, and now we can of course just oh no, that was so difficult. Anyway, just chuck all this stuff. Other than, we'll take everything that's like rare or special, and we'll put it in our backpack as of right now. But now we still need to do a couple other things. What's next is Maze Breaker's a thing, but we need to go get the alpha fur. And then we need to go, so we gotta find the snowy area first, which might be some ways away. We usually would make the map, but I don't want to make the map right now, so instead we're just gonna try and travel in a direction and see if that works. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I think this video is gonna be coming out sometime around Christmas, maybe? So, I mean, this is working out quite well. Alpha Yeti's the dude in the middle. Come on, spawn, and then we just quickly, you know... Well, that was so close. Broken heart plus 2 hearts full plus 2 hearts. We get the Alpha Yeti fur, pufferfish liver, Alpha Yeti. We get a spore sack, which is another thing. A fragrant flower, kitty slippers. We got some ice bomb. I don't know fully what an ice bomb does, but I mean, it sounds cool. Now that we've taken him out, we can actually go to the big old ice Snow Queen, which we shall slay. Elsa, you better have let it go, otherwise, I mean, I'm not gonna stop myself from absolutely slaying you, but which one is it? Is it the tallest one, or is it just like a random one? I don't remember. It's not, wait, it's not you. I think we need an ender bow for something, and I think I need some arctic fur and the night metal sword. I don't know if I need to... I mean, the aurora blocks are quite cool as well, but ice bow, we've got ourselves the ice bow. Well, yes, how delightful. Where is the queen at? Is she in this one or that one? Maybe? It doesn't look like this one. Glass sword. One of the higher damaging swords. The Arctic jacket ticked off for that. This is the one we broke into before, right? And she wasn't up here. That just leads to a dead end. Okay. What even, this is, okay. I've broken into this one, right? Right? Yeah, this is, okay. So there's no way to get in. Ice sword, Arctic fur, where is the Snow Queen? Oh, I guess she was just in this lower tab. You know, that works, I guess. Let's, boing. That is the Blightened Ice that we need. Because the Blightened Ice is actually a part of the Royal Guardian Sword, which is the upgrade to the Big Bertha. Which, if you think the Big Bertha is crazy, Royal Guardian Sword goes in. But now we gotta loot a little more in the Twilight Forest and see how that goes. Because it's gonna be wild. We're gonna find some random wild things. We've been just expediting the Bear Claw Inn. I'll have a room. Oh, it's all Wandering Traders. Wandering Traders can go suck, like, Wandering Traders can go suck my left nut. Like, what are you doing? You stupid sack of potatoes. They're just bully scram. It's like, okay, at least there's a butcher. You know, I'll chill with the butcher. A butcher's fine. Will this explode? It won't explode. That's pretty good. Am I gonna sleep? Oh wait, oh, never mind. It's the Twilight Forest. Why would I be able to sleep in the Twilight Forest? I guess that makes perfect sense. I just didn't think of. You can't let them survive. The moment you let one of them survive, then they'll just start breeding. They'll get out of control. That's why you gotta take out. And I'm not saying anything specific about any specific group of people. I'm just talking about wandering traders. I'm not making any political commentary on the current socio-economical climate. It's a big... Yo, dude, your wolf is actually tougher than you were. Got the wolf taken care of. Anything cool in here? Not really. Whatever, it's fine. It's, you know, it's nice. Is there a dude trapped in there? There is. We'll let him out. He's chill. Oh yeah, he'll defeat that dude too. Anyway, let's skedaddle skadoodle and we'll see what other things we can find. The Redhorn Guild. Excuse you. What is this another building? It's just the stables? Is that a pig in the corner? It's a black pig. Why'd you put a saddle? Okay, at least there's equality. I thought we were being racist out here again. And I'm like, that's my job. I'm the YouTuber here. I'm supposed to be racist. But then it's just the people enslaving the black pigs taking my jobs. Like, come on. What? It's like, I already have AI trying to take my job. Why would I want the black pig taking my job too? Like, bro, they're trying to just take all of our jobs and stuff. I'm just kidding. No one can replace me because no one makes the content that I make because I don't make content. I make stupid things of long videos that people watch because good question. Ooh, there's a little jack-o'-lantern thing out here too. It's like a jacko forest. Not to be confused with a jack-off forest, which is a different thing entirely. And if you're too young to understand what that means, then what are you doing watching my videos? I make videos that are not for children in any way, shape, or form. My content is not short form enough for the whippersnappers with like 0.2 second brain focus coordination. Like, y'all gotta, what were these people? They half built a covered bridge in the sky. I don't think that investment went too well. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Okay, as you can see, I got a little distracted. One, I wanted to get into the enchanting, specifically for one very specific enchant. It was getting insight maxed out. I wanted to see getting infinite XP, just ultimately the max that could go. And that took me getting the glowing health shelves, which took getting the normal health shelves, which took then getting the Shelf of Masterful Sight, which it was a bunch of things. Now we're here, but I needed to make the Disenchanter to disenchant the experience boots, because you can only apply an Eternal Stella to make the boots indestructible if it has no enchantments on it. So you take the enchantment off, then you apply Indestructible, and then you reapply the enchantment. And essentially, now we have a full set of Indestructible armor that gives us infinite XP while also giving us extra, just a little bit extra, protection per level of XP. So right now we essentially have the equivalent of, level... Well, I mean, it starts at like level 100. So we essentially have level 15,500, protection, which is pretty darn strong, but there's a way to make it even stronger, and that's what we're going to go through right now, because you can Indestructible a charm, make a soul stone, which is a totem of undying, 8 uses, that essentially, if you add Indestructible to it, you can never die. We need to find ourselves a place with a bunch of evokers. Now, we've already found a couple of those kinds of places. We've also broken the evoker spawners. So I still need to finish Twilight Forest, which we're going to go back and do in a second. But then we also need to find the evokers so we can get infinite, so then we can actually challenge the correct thing, because in here, we've got Big Bertha and all that stuff. We need the Ancient Netherite Ingot, we need the Awakened Eye, we need the Great Goat Horn, we need to kill the Chaos Guardian. Just a Chaos Guardian will pretty much one-shot us in every set of armor that is in the mod pack, other than draconic evolution stuff, but I don't want to get into all that stuff because that's way too complicated. So we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way and make ourselves immortal by using the soul stone. So that'll be fun. We're going to do that. Probably should also make a philosopher's stone, but I'm not going to do that because I want to see comments being like, you should just make a philosopher's stone, and I'm just not going to. So deal with it. But we're going to hop back into the Twilight Forest, complete that, and then we're going to focus on getting the evokers that we need to get the totems that we need to then make the totem thing that will... I'm going to be immortal! Okay, well now we're ready to actually go through this. So we've got our magic map, be able to actually find the places that we need to be. First place we need to find is going to be the, it's the big forest thing. I believe, the dark forest, so hopefully we can find the dark forest soon. Now, there should be one guaranteed on this map, but of course there is a chance that I have gotten quite unlucky. Now, what I will say is make sure to check out the YouTube membership to see this video and videos like it as early as possible. And it really helps out the channel and everything, and a lot of people really enjoy it because you just get to see the videos as soon as they are uploaded, which is usually a little bit after. Okay, did we get another person that just built a bridge in the wrong place? Whatever. We gotta find the actual forest because we can't go to the trolls and to the other stuff just yet until we find the dark forest and the Urghast, so probably find those. Oh, it looks like actually we've got the dark forest coming up because right over here, yup, we've got the dark tree line. Little bit of lag, of course, that's just how it goes. And then in the middle of this, there's apparently a random village house and some big lag. Please don't crash the Modpack, and it crashed! Oh my gosh, this is so fun! Okay, please don't crash when I'm trying to load you up. This is the 4th time I've tried it. Or just try, please, just load properly. I'm gonna go boom crazy. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, we finally loaded back in, and we should be close to the little maze down here. We are gonna end up needing one of the head trophies to actually get in. There should be a pedestal somewhere to put it on we can use to get in. I don't think we can get in any other way. Unfortunately, I would love to just dig straight in, but we do need to unlock it, and I missed it the first time, but you know, we found it, so that's dope. Great, you'll have to see it. And now we need to actually find the room with all the coffins to take care of the boss dude that's in here. So the coffins are supposed to look kind of like that, but they're supposed to have actual good loot in them as opposed to night metal stuff, and then blue wool, because blue wool is kind of trashy. But it's fine, maybe we'll find something cool in here. Let's check out the top layer first. I mean, I guess going down probably isn't the worst idea. I just don't even know what I'm really looking for. Is there anything down? Would it be on the 3rd, like the bottom layer? Or is it gonna be somewhere else? Because I don't even know what I'm looking for, really. Is that it over there? Nope, but there's a chest here for ironwood ingots. And a bow with unbreaking 2. My current bow's pretty decent, so I appreciate it, but... No, thank you. Ironwood, armor, I'm good, thank you. I appreciate that as well, but where the heck is where's the right room? There's also just the helmet crab dudes just right up there, and we got everyone else just trying to run at me like a dumb goofy goof. Let's just do a little bit of a leaning. Anywho, let's just continue running around and hope that we can find the place that we're supposed to go. Because otherwise we may in fact be quite screwed, unfortunately. And now it should be quite an interesting journey. One thing I did want to talk about was just like, if you're gonna do something, just never give up. Like, if you enjoy doing something, whether it be a hobby, or like a side gig or something, just do it and enjoy the process of doing it. It's not always gonna like go anywhere crazy, but the more passion you put into it, the more that you enjoy it, the more that you will get out of it personally just from doing it. And that'll make you happier, and it'll make you perform better in other things, and it'll just make you feel good about yourself. And that's kind of what I do with YouTube, because it's not like I can make it into a crazy career, at least not right now. But there's some growth to it, and overall it's just a lot of fun. And, you know, sometimes life hits you hard, sometimes things are one way, and then the next moment they're a different way. And, you know, it's always worth it to just look at everything and be like, you know what, this is all right. I'm just gonna breathe, take my time, think about it, and you know what, life's life, and I'm gonna allow it to just be what it is. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be insane, it can just be what it is. And what it is, you know, something that's maybe a little broken, but fixable. And you know what? Sometimes you run into helmet crabs, and sometimes you run into real crabs. And when you run into real crabs, I would highly recommend getting that tested, and also telling any partners you may have. But that's a joke for the people that are older. And again, if you don't get that joke, what are you doing watching my videos? If you can't understand that joke, click off of the video. It's not for you, trust me. I'm just saying random things, talking while running around. The things that I say will not be impactful enough to anyone in general, unless there's some people that always need to hear something, so that's why I say it. And you know what? If I improve even 1 or 2 people's days, then I'm happy, because that's all that really matters to me. It's like, not everything needs to be a big old, like, crazy improvement. Nothing needs to be insane, but just helping one person is so impactful in life. Because honestly, humanity are very social creatures, and ultimately everyone is really been drifting apart in like the technological age, and it's kind of sad. Yeah, I mean, if you think of, okay, what the platform 9 3/4 stuff is that? Anyway, essentially, just, you know, some people are just going through a tough spot. Some people aren't having the best of times, and if you can just help them get through it, then, you know, you made a difference. And that's what life's all about. Because if you're not making a difference, if you're not able to positively impact at least a couple people's lives, then I don't feel like life's really worth living. If you can't make people's lives better. Which is why I strive to just not be crazy about it. I don't like focus on strictly, you know, improving everyone's life, because I know that I can't fix everyone and fix everything. But, you know, what I do know is that everyone is there and everyone matters regardless of what's going on. Everyone deserves the chance to feel like they matter. And that's really important to me, to make sure that everyone knows that. So if you needed to hear that, I'm glad. And if you didn't, I mean, you know, I'm glad that the people that did heard it. So, oh my gosh, we finally found the boss room. Finally. Oh my gosh. We got it. There's all the stupid dudes. Where did they all go? We get all the loot from them. They drop big good loot. Big thing. Yup. Big loot. Rune of Sun. Batteries. We get backpacks. We got a lucky rock. Cool. We got manuscript. We got a storm pendant. We got the witsy shards to go. We got a bunch of other stuff too. But ultimately, most of this stuff doesn't matter whatsoever, because the only thing that really matters is that we take those, we take the Phantom Trophy, and now we can go up and we can fight the Urghast, which shouldn't be too big of a problem. All we gotta do is find our way out, which I don't even know how long it's gonna take, because I don't remember the way that I got in. And now we are out and approaching the Urghast's tower. Now we shall see exactly what this Urghast has to combat against the Big Bertha, but I suspect that they stand no chance. We shall approach, and then immediately slay the Urghast, because that's how that goes, because they could not stand a chance. We're just that OP, we're just that good. I'm just that goated, you know, I'm just that guy. You know, that's all I gotta say. And now we've got that accomplished. There's a bunch of other stuff that we do kind of want. I like the Ender Hand, that's cool. I don't do I need a dragon skin? I don't need that. I can't click that out of my inventory, because I guess it's doing things. It's just gonna be lagging. I hope we don't break the game, because it's getting close to doing that already. I've already crashed several times. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to the 200-day mark with how laggy and crashy it's been, but I don't know. You guys wanted more All the Mods 10, so I'm gonna have to record that too. So maybe that's next on the docket, but I really don't know what's going on with this mod pack. Like, my brain is just fried. I just like bing 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 ba-ding bing bing bong. Let's see what the maze has to offer. What do you got? I know you got the stupid spiders, but melons. And then Angie Pupper. Dang, I wish I didn't have to slay the Angie Pupper, but you know, some bad dogs just need to be put down. Like, humanely, of course, but like, I don't... Okay, don't... No one clip that out of context. Oh, anyway, we're also getting close to the trolls, so what we gotta do is we gotta... Traditionally, you go down and you get the beans from the underground, the troll dudes, so we gotta find a cave to go down to the trolls, and there's the big obsidian, or the small obsidian that then we use to get the beans, that then we get the big obsidian to get the beanstalk, to get the pickaxe, to get the big bean, to get the big anyway, we gotta go underground to get some beans. So let's do that. Let's go bean hunting. It's bean season. It's not rabbit season, it's bean season. Which I don't, you know, sound a lot like ice right now. I'm sorry. Did not mean for that to sound any weird, but not zero racism connotation towards that kind of, I'm looking for magic beans, not illegal alien beans. That's crazy. Why what is my brain on right now? Okay, where the heck are these troll caves though? For some reason they're just not. Okay, you guys just gotta, can y'all give me something, please? Like, genuinely? Because I'm not getting, like, anything. This is... Gosh, and now we're finally in here. We can grab you. We can get the magic beans. Which I'm not gonna say the thing I was gonna say. But what we can also do, I think we can even mine giant obsidian with this pickaxe. So we can just kind of cheese the entire process that you usually do to get the Lamp of Cinders. So we can just do that, but we also just need to go up and we need to plant the beans so that we can go up to the cloud to do the thing. So we gotta find the soil. Where's the uberose soil? And then we get a big old bean stalk. It goes right up into the clouds. Now, of course, you can come up here and you can try and do the things normally. But what you can also do is you can just fly up, and then there's the giant ants up here. And of course, you gotta slaughter them like the weeds that they are, the impersonators. And of course, you get the big old giant pickaxe. And now we take all the lamp of cinders. And what we need to do is then we drop down to the thorns, and then we burn the bushes. Yes, we burn the bushes. Burn the bushes. Cool rose. I gotta grab it for my girlfriend. I gotta always grab the pretty flowers, even if it takes a bit. We're gonna grab the pretty flowers for my girlfriend. It's a good idea. Always make sure to do small gestures, even if it's in games, even if it's something that she might never see. It's always worth grabbing. You never know what could happen. It's always worth it. And now we're gonna... I think that's all, because I think that the last fight still hasn't been implemented yet. Or... final fight has not yet been implemented. You join the try for a final boss here. You win. Great, hooray, thank you so much, that was so cool. Anyway, now we gotta go back home, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do for storage. And then we gotta figure out what the next course of action is, because there's a couple other big mods that we need to do in order to get the rest of the things that we need in order to make the Royal Guardian Sword, because we need ancient netherite ingots, so we need to find a netherite monstrosity, which is gonna be tough. We need an awakened eye, which is from Herobrine. We also need a great goat horn, which, seemingly from this chapter, it seems like we might need to do a little bit of thingamajiggering. This is a lot of stuff that we gotta do, and there's a whole nother dimension that we gotta do. I gotta go back home and make a system for storage, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now. Okay, well, we now have a refined storage system, and now we can craft up ourselves a beautiful Philosopher's Stone, which of course then we're immediately going to take it, and it's probably craft up some more just base coal, because we're gonna need a bunch of coal, because essentially what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it into this alchemical coal, and then into the Mobius fuel, and then if there's one more tier, right? And that's the Eternalist fuel. And then what we gotta do is we gotta craft that with a block of diamonds. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna turn into dark matter. Yup, so we gotta get a bunch of dark matter, because we need 4 blocks, which is gonna be 16 dark matter total, in order to make the transmutation table. Which then we need to make the... Oh, we can just make the transmutation table. And then I guess we can chuck that in there. And then emeralds are really good to get EMC from, because they're worth a lot of EMC, even though they're not hard to get, because we have villagers. And if you guys didn't know, trading with villagers, super, super efficient. You'll love to see it. Anyway, let's chuck all that in there, and then we can get... 50, we need 16 dark matter. We can pick you back up as well. And essentially then what we'll do is we'll craft up, okay, okay, will you stop unclicking? There we go. And then we'll get you. And then now what we should be able to do is craft up our transmutation tablet. And now we can utilize EMC for a bunch of things. I think the first thing that I'm going to do, though, is we're going to chuck the amethysts in there. I also need to grab 4 amethysts, and I probably need another Philosopher's Stone. Because what we need to do is that then I'm going to make a ruby. I'm also going to grab titanium and uranium, because these are the hardest things to find. And now we've got that, and then can we get a full ingot out of there? We can. We can get one full ingot of uranium, which then will turn into a uranium ingots. And then we gotta grab a full ingot of the titanium. Now we gotta get a full titanium ingot. Now we can chuck that in there. I don't think we can get a full block out, can we? 9. We can barely get a block of the uranium out. The titanium, I think, is the same value. So it should be equivalent. Uh-oh, that's some lag. Wait, I wasn't lagging, I just misclicked. It's fine. We're fine. We got our block of titanium. And now what we need to do is we've got all the emeralds, we got all that stuff. I need to get 1 totem of undying, and I also need to get a couple other things as well. But primarily, it's mostly just going to be farming a bunch of EMC in order to make the ultimate stuff, which, you know, we'll just make it. Can we make it now? So we need 9 of each of them. So we need 1 block of each, which is going to be 80 million. We're at 52 million right now, so we're going to have to farm up a little bit more. And get 100. Okay, it looks like we're going to have to just trade in a bunch of emeralds. So I'm going to do some trading. Probably go get some wood. We're just gonna get as many emeralds as we possibly can, and I'm gonna just see how far we can get with that, because this is probably gonna take a bit, but we're just gonna see how far we can get with emeralds and everything, because it does seem like that's the best way for us to get every last little bit of stuff from this. Right, for the ultimate armor, which we're gonna of course put on instead of the experience stuff because it's just better. But yeah. Well, I decided it would actually be quicker to just go mining for the stuff, because we're also gaining diamonds, emeralds, we're finding uranium, we're finding titanium down here. But on top of that, we're also getting all of the required emerald chunks that we need, which is already just emeralds in general, and it's more than we can really trade for just using, you know, sticks and wood with the Fletchers and everything. So ultimately it's quicker this way, which is nice. And on top of that, we're able to actually just manage everything and get what we want faster. And we should be there relatively soon. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take in total, but you know, we're steadily progressing, I think. I've been mining like half of this entire darn I don't think I made this a series. I think it's just videos, but I've been mining a long time, and I hope that you guys enjoy it, because otherwise this mining time where I spent like I've probably spent like half a day to a full day mining, and you know what, it's all good. It's all good. I'm not going insane. We're fine. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my gosh. It's all good. Okay, well, I've been mining for so long that I also decided to get some miner's dreams, because they might make it a lot easier to find all the uranium and titanium we need. And it does seem that that was actually the case, because we already found 4 more uranium that quickly, which is perfect. Because miner's dreams are actually super cheap EMCable, which is beautiful, because I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult to get a ton of them, but you know what, it's not even bad at all. So instead, now I just get to run around and get all the stuff that we need just by coming down here. And we can also maybe find some rubies. I don't know exactly the best. I mean, rubies usually spawn around big pockets of lava, so usually it'd be easier to find them if we got rid of all the lava, but of course I'm not going to do that because I'm too lazy, because right now we're just here for the uranium and titanium. If we need anything else, we can always come back down here. But I am just going to grab all the uranium and titanium we need. We're going to need a lot more titanium though, but the EMC should kind of average it out, because EMC, I mean, the best way to farm EMC right now would be through rubies. But the only way to do EMC farming through rubies is, I mean, you have to go through a little bit of a convoluted pathway for it, which I'll probably explain. Magical herbs, cool. You're immune to all bad potions, and we also got a broken heart. which is cool because that means that we get more health and we get more stuff. But essentially, what I'm talking about is there's a method that you can utilize to get infinite, essentially infinite EMC, and it's fully scalable and everything. You just gotta essentially wait, and it's through using mystical agriculture coupled with the way that the Chaos Awakened stuff is. Because the Chaos Awakened ruby, you can't actually make the seeds for it. You have to use thermal series seeds for it, but if you instead, but to get the thermal series rubies, you can't actually get them even by mining thermal series ore. You have to get the ore itself, which the only way to actually do that is through utilizing a little bit of an interesting process where you, well, what you do is you get an enchantment called, I forget what the enchantment's called. It's, like Earth something. Where is it called? Earth. Boon of the Earth, and it gives you random ores while you mine stone. So then we go into the villager dimension or something, and we just mine a ton of stone. And we're gonna get everything that we need from that, and that's gonna be perfect. And then we'll be able to just go through that normal pathway. The thing is I don't want to have to get Boon of the Earth because our enchantment, I mean, we could, it's just gonna take a bit for enchanting and stuff, and I don't know if I want to do vein mining ores. I don't need that because I already vein mine all my ores. Honestly, we gotta get the ultimate stuff first, because definitely after we have it, then I will be more encouraged to do the work for that. So we will get the ultimate stuff first. Ooh, there's a random muskellunge down here. I would love to have a delectable muskellunge. It's a fish that you find, I mean, I think the only place that I've caught them was in the Midwest, but I think they grow, or they appear, they spawn in other places, but yippee. Okay, let's see, the last of the miner's dreams that I'm going to utilize this time. How many did we end up getting? 66 and 27 with 346 emerald chunks. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, now we just gotta wait for all this stuff to smelt up, and then we're good. I guess I could make a better furnace, but I'm not gonna do that yet, because I would rather just wait for all the ores to smelt up. And we should probably make the ultimate bow as well. We might have enough for that. Okay, everything's smelted up now. All we gotta do is chuck all that in there. Then we get 1 block of uranium, 1 block of titanium. That's gonna be enough perfectly. So I've got everything else. Then we'll make, first off, the ultimate helmets, then the ultimate chest plate, then the ultimate leggings, and then the ultimate boots, and then the ultimate bow, which is going to go in there. It's going to be our new bow. It's a nice bow. It's a pretty good bow. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take that all off. We're going to put that on. And we're going to grab the experience battery. It's going to go off because we don't really need it. And now we just need to get the hopology off of all of the experience stuff. Okay, now we've got all the hopology books. I just got to separate them out so that they're all, you know, where they need to be, because we don't really care about making them indestructible. I mean, I know that they only have 5,000 durability, but 5,000 is quite a bit for now. Of course, there's other stuff that we could wear. There's other stuff that we're going to wear in the far future, but that's for then and this is now. The hopology is essentially protection, but it scales based off of our levels, which is why I'm utilizing it, because now we essentially have protection level 12-ish million. Yeah, 12,341,618 total protection, which is, you know, quite a bit of protection, which you do love to see. So, well, now what do we want to do? Well, I just noticed that there's, in fact, all the modium in this mod pack, so we need to find ourselves some all the modium ore, which in this version of the game, it is in any ocean biome Y5 to 45, or what we're going to do is using the strategy that I previously talked about when it comes down to getting the specific ruby ore that we need as well, which means I need to find Miner's Fervor on my pickaxe. Okay guys, Boon of the Earth is going to be so expensive. As you can probably tell, I had to do a little bit for the enchanting setup. So now we get max level, max rectification, max Eterna Quanta Arcana, and the way that that works essentially, let me grab a book real quick. The way that we get all of our enchants is we take a book, we chuck it in here, essentially it gets max Eterna, which controls the enchantment level, so it's a level 100, then Quanta, which controls the power range, with 100% rectification, so there's no negative effects, which means like no curses and no bad enchants. Arcana makes rare enchantments more common, which is why common enchants are the most rare right now. And what we get to do is we can actually look at exactly the rarity. We can go all the way up to 200 power, just look at the rarities of certain things. Protection's quite uncommon. We need to get less Arcana for that, but overall we can get stuff like Fortune, a lot more common, Power, like we get the rare stuff like Flame and Infinity much more easily. But then we do that, and we get Obliteration, Air Affinity, Fire Starter, Insight, Aqua Affinity. Honestly, that's a pretty good one. I think I'm gonna plop that on my helmet just because we can, because I mean it's pretty cheap. And now what we're gonna do, I don't really need the shield, but we'll just leave it for now, because why the heck would why would I not? But we're gonna grab a rainbow ant nest, and we're gonna go over to the rainbow ant dimension, which hopefully a rainbow ant will spawn soon, because we're gonna go mining there, because it's gonna be a lot easier. It might get a little laggy at nighttime, but it should be fine. Let's see what we can find. Of course, there's going to be so many villages and other stuff. We could always loot them, but looting villages is not going to really be too great. What we can do is we can just dig down. And now it is time to check out what Boon of the Earth will do. So we'll get a bunch of these different ores. And what we're really looking for is specifically one of them, which is going to be the ruby ore. And the ruby ore we're looking for, that might be it, actually. We're looking, and we need several of them. We need a couple. But that's not the correct ruby ore. We need the one from Thermal series. So it's very specific. Ruby. We need the other ruby. So if we go, because to get the ruby essence, you need ruby seeds, which for that you need thermal rubies, which come from ruby ore, which is this thermal ruby ore, which you can't find anywhere else other than by doing this, and we actually just got one. Now, I am going to keep it in here, because we do need to make sure that we have all this stuff in here for, you know, just maximizing, making sure that we've got everything taken care of, you know, so we can get as many as we would possibly ever need. And we also get some platinum ore, and we'll be getting some titanium, some uranium in here. But what we also need is all the modium stuff that we can get from here too, which is part of why I'm doing this. But most of the Chaos Awakened stuff we'll put down here. All the special stuff we'll save in the corner as well, because we want to make sure that we get exactly what we need. And now I'm just gonna, this Modpack is mining simulator. Now I know there's another way you can play it where you go adventure and all that stuff, but I like cheesing it this way because it's funny to me. Also, did we get, that is already one of the ores from, okay, we got vibranium ore from Althemodium. So now we need the Althemodium and we need the unobtainium. And we actually need a considerable amount of both of them as well. Overall, it shouldn't be too hard for me to get everything that I need if we're going this fast already. Because, wait, was that that's unobtainium already as well. What? Okay. So now all we need is all the modium ore. Which I guess we haven't found yet, but that's kind of crazy. I'll take it, you know? This is great. Honestly, I really enjoy mining and just going through this and cheesing it the way that I do. But if you don't, there's other ways to play, and maybe if you guys want, I'll do that too. But essentially, I'm mining. Now I'm being stupid sniped at while I'm under the water. Please help me. Anyway, we'll get you removed from the gene pool, because of course, why would we keep you in the gene pool? I mean, to be fair, you're a robot, so you were never in the gene pool, but you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, we finally got an Aldemodium ore. Honestly, it didn't take too long, but it took longer than I was expecting, and we found quite a few other things that was quite cool, but we got plenty of ruby ores, so we're gonna actually mine all of both of the different kinds of ruby ore, just so I can show exactly what I mean, because this ruby ore will give us a different thing than the other ones will. See, one gave us rubies from one mod, and one gave us rubies from another, which have a significantly different EMC amount. These ones are worth 2,000 per, whereas the other ones are worth 131,000 per. So now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make the ruby seeds with the cheap rubies. But first we need all the inferium, the tertium, and everything. Thankfully, it's super easy to get all that, because it's just EMCable. So we'll EMC all of that. Then we'll get the ruby seeds. Then we'll put them in pots. Then we'll auto-craft the ruby essence into rubies. And then that into blocks of rubies. And then put that into a barrel. Where then we'll be able to just chuck it directly in, with each one being worth 1,000,000. Now, I do think there's other things that are worth quite a bit, like the nether stars and stuff. But nether stars take considerably more, because you take 3 nether star shards, which is 9 nether star essence, versus rubies. You get 8 ruby essence is 6 rubies. So it's already nearly 1-to-1 essence per ruby versus everything else, which is already, honestly, pretty dope, which is why we're doing it this way. But there's a couple ways you can do it, but this is EMC, this is how we're going to get a lot of EMC. Okay, well, I don't know how much I'm going to leave in of that, but essentially we've got the ruby seeds up here in their botany pots, and they are going into here, which is crafting them into rubies, which is crafting them into ruby blocks, and then outputting into here. And it's going rather fast. I mean, it's not anything too crazy, too insane, but we're getting quite a bit of ruby, which is exactly what we needed. And now we've got that, but essentially we've got our handy-dandy little infusion thing over here. The transmutation tablet is insanely helpful to getting insanium and everything else, and infusion crystals for pretty much free. And what we're gonna do now is, I guess we'll explore a little bit. I mean, there's a bunch that we haven't been to yet, so let's just, anything in here that's worth grabbing? I mean, we're gonna blow it up, but not really anything crazy. That sucks. Essentially, that's what happens when you, well, when you just kind of don't properly take care of de-trapificating the towers. Okay, well, now I think it's probably a good time to actually end up going off after the netherite monstrosity. So we gotta go first to the nether, and then we gotta find ourselves a specific forge, I think is what it's called, in order to get ourselves the netherite monstrosity fight, which shall be incredibly intense, because I think there's a damage cap on it, so we can't insta-kill him. I think. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but this is all good. We're just mining through another tunnel. Definitely not going insane. I definitely haven't been mining forever this entire video, but whatever the heck I'm doing, I'm still mining through the tunnel, through the nether, and then we'll be able to actually finally go, hopefully, get to everything. Hooray! My goal is to get the whatever it's called, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that, because of course I would be able to do that, because what am I even talking about? I'm talking about the sword, the Royal Guardian sword, because we need the Awakened Eye and the Ancient Nether and then the Great Goat Horn. But the great goat horn, I don't know how that's gonna go because the goat horn itself is already tough, and we gotta get the goat horn. The horn of the goat. But we found, I think this is the soul blacksmith. And so we got the netherite monstrosity dude. Okay. What the? Yo, what's good, dude? You've got a really cool day, like, situation, bro. I appreciate you. What about if I just wait for a second and then we... Okay, well, apparently I can just spam attack and it does nearly as much damage as if I was doing it any other way. I don't want any of this stuff to burn because I do actually need the drops from it. Did we get the... We got the ancient netherite ingot. Great. Perfect. Okay. Let's just, Why am I... Why... Wait, I can kill it from that far away? Wait, huh? Oh, great. We found an ancient debris. I love ancient debris. That's so cool. At least we can store it in the correct slot. So we get that, and then now we got the ancient that. Can we get all the cool stuff in the next 29 days? I don't know, but we're gonna give it a try. Okay, well this one apparently isn't too difficult. So all we gotta do is we take the Herobrine cyan, and then we take cyan and Herobrine blue block with a pumpkin on top. So Herobrine cyan, Herobrine blue, and is it carved pumpkin? No. Okay. Is it a normal pumpkin? Is it the blue with the cyan on top? Okay, so is it blue and then the cyan and then pumpkin? Oh. And then Herobrine drops in and then we one-shotted him. And then his stuff dropped. We got the awakened eye. We got all of the cool Herobrine things. You'll love to see it. I don't know exactly what he ended up dropping that was any good, but we got the awakened eye that we need. Can we now go to the leviathan thing? We need to go to an entirely new dimension for that. So we gotta figure out the lantern fueler, which is the lantern eye, which honestly isn't too bad. Neither of these are bad at all. Of course, I've randomly ended up in the Twilight Forest somehow. So now we just gotta craft up the lantern fueler, and then we need 10 lantern frames. So, of course, what we're gonna do is we're gonna chuck that in there, and now we go lantern. And we get ourselves 10 of the lantern frames. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab them, we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna make that gosh darn them there portal. We'll make that lantern portal. Now we're gonna go straight into the lantern dimension. And how does this even work? So, in here, we need to find a Dauntalands. Where is the Dauntalands? Is this what a Dauntalands is? This is a Dauntalands. Okay, cool. Are these the Dauntas? Oh yeah, it's the Daunta people. Okay, cool. Dauntalands mining. We need to mine goat fur, goatee. We need to find goat ore, apparently, for this. So, I'm just gonna ignore that they exist because they can't hurt me. Actually, I have to kill them because they're getting in the way of my hole. But I guess we'll just dig on down and see if we can find some goat ore. Where is the goat ore? Okay, well, I found bedrock. That looks like a different kind of ore. We did need it too, so Edenite, okay. Is that goat ore? That's goat ore. Okay, so we need to mine the goat ore. We get goat eyes, okay. But I need all the pieces, right? So we gotta actually find more goat ore. Is there goat ore down there? No, it's just the blocks throwing off weird shadows, I guess. That's really confusing, but fair enough. The search for goat ore continue. Oh, actually, goat ore doesn't seem too rare down here. Because we just found 3 goat goatees and more goat eyes. So maybe the other parts are more rare, but honestly, it's not looking... Okay, the other parts are definitely more rare. The goat ore isn't super crazy rare. What am I missing? I'm missing Oh no, we got all the goat fur, and now I need to make the goat mask, which we should be able to just make. Okay, cool. And now we need to summon the boss spawner, which means I do Dawsonite blocks, which is Dawsonite, which is from raw diamond netherite mixture. Okay. Okay. So then we take the mixture, we gotta smelt up the mixture, and then that's gonna give us the Dawsonite that we need in order to make the boss spawner. So Daws. We need a bunch of Dawsonite ingots, because we need the Dawsonite blocks. And then I need 3 Dawsonite blocks, so Dawsonite blocks, and that's that. Okay, cool. Don't really need to continue smelting them, I only really needed 1, I guess. And then what is it for the rest of it? It was, for the boss spawner, we need Donta string. How do I get Donta string? Do I have any Donta? I don't have any Donta string. Okay. I found out how to get Donta string. Apparently, there's the gray dudes. So, we killed a Dominator dude, but we need the Donta string. Which the Donta string is from these green dudes. They drop the string, which we need. So, we just gotta look out specifically for the gray ones. And just get them every time. And we need all the string. I don't know if it's 4 per block of string or not. It looks like it's 9, so we're gonna have to actually get quite a bit of them. But we definitely will be able to get this before day 100, and we'll definitely save the creation of the Royal Guardian Sword for day 100. This battle between us and the Goat King shall be legendary. Oh my gosh, we're back. Okay, thankfully that didn't break everything. Things happened and the game crashed for a bit, and then we came back and it essentially was broken, but now it's not broken, so I'm happy. And we got the King Goat Boss Summoner, so now is the time for our legendary battle. I don't actually know how crazy it's gonna be, but we're about to fight, so King Goat! Oh, well, oh, King Padro? What the, okay. Cool. We got Bright Dust from King Padro, but what we really wanted was the Great Goat Horn, and that is so that we can save it, and now we can make ourselves, of course, the ultimate piece. Oh, we got the King Goat skin, which is a special drop which you equip to the Big O to make the Big Go, to make the Big Go Indestructible, or, you can enchant it too. It does 200 damage. Honestly, it's pretty cool looking, but that was all that we were really after, was that. Getting ourselves, of course, the actual slaying of the King Goat, and now we shall arrive back at our residence. Okay, well, I accidentally left my computer running, so we're gonna have to do some things right now. So, what we're gonna first do is we've got these storage parts, which we need 3 of, I believe, to make the next tier up. Actually, we need 3 of these ones, so to make the next tier, which is the 256 million storage part. And the reason why we're doing this is because I want infinite storage, and I don't want to have to worry about the numbers, so I did actually get enough EMC through just waiting for the farm to continue to farm up EMC to be able to actually get everything. So, housing, we've got the advanced housing, we've got, of course, the withering processors and everything else. And we barely have enough of the processors. Wrong part. I need the 10 or 148 million storage unit. And then we combine those. We get ourselves the infinite storage disk, and we're gonna plop that in. Now we don't need to worry about storage whatsoever. We're upgrading Big Bertha right now. We still haven't found any totems of undying because I still need to look for them. It's about to be day 100, so we're gonna craft it up. Let's sleep because I know it's nighttime. And then we do that. What we're gonna do is on day 200. What we're gonna do, we take Big Bertha blade, take Big Bertha, we combine it all, and we get ourselves beautiful, handy-dandy Royal Guardian Sword. It comes with Unbreaking 3. Of course, Unbreaking 3 is not good enough. So, of course, we have to come out here. We can look at the enchantments that we want. So what I'm thinking is beheading, of course. We're gonna need capturing. I think max level is 5 for this. There's a couple other things too. We could get experience boost. There's a bunch of other stuff. I think we go fire aspect. We go haste. Hell, if you but topology, we could do that. We could do infinity. We could do knowledge of the ages, but that would actually take away stuff. We're gonna make sure that we get is looting and life steal, life leech, so that we just can never pass away. And you know, I think those are pretty good so far. I think there might be one more that we want, which is scavenger, maybe sharpness 2. It'll give us a max sharpness we have, which is sharpness 2, unfortunately. But now what we'll do is you chuck it in here, then from there you combine it, you give it indestructible, it gets unbreaking 3, then you apply all your enchants, it costs barely a thing, because you know, things are super cheap nowadays. Now we have our beautiful Royal Guardian Sword with indestructible unbreaking 3, beheading for 7, capturing 5, fire aspect 4, I don't even know. This has been a fever dream. I don't even know what I'm going to leave in from this video because there's been so much that's happened over the course of the video that I don't even know what's worth leaving in and what I'm going to cut out. But you guys will see, you guys know already, so I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see another 100 days where we go take on Chaos Guardian and we get the full quests, everything accomplished, it'll probably end up being a 300 days video to get to 500 days, and that'll be everything else. We still need the Library of Alexandria, which I guess we could make right now, but we don't have it. And what we really need is to kill the Chaos Guardian multiple times to get the Royal Guardian armor, which isn't even the best armor, because the best armor in the mod pack right now is actually, or from the all the modium mod. But anyway, until next time, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. Just make sure to subscribe, it's worth it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!